Welcome, 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 everyone, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between to Outplayed 2026 Guilty Gear Strive Edition. And I, of course, am one of the commentators for tonight, Mastodon, and with me, the one, the only ZF representative, my man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's absolutely a fantastic weekend so far. I mean, I've been saying the praises already for those who were catching the Grand Blue portion where Outplayed is just an absolutely fantastic event. And I think one of the real highlights, something to shout them out for, is that they are very receptive to feedback. Last year, all the same, great event. I had a few hiccups, but they have really gone the lengths to resolve all those things. So it's an absolute stellar moment to be out here, and especially I'm incredibly proud of them to be able to make it all the way into the Arc World Tour.
Absolutely, absolutely. And nonetheless, a gold event with an incredible stacked bracket. Like, as we see, this is the first streamed game of the weekend, and we already have legends on stream. First of all, we got Crash, and then all the way from Japan, Bushin.
My goodness, yeah. I unfortunately haven't had quite a lot of chance to see these two play, so is there anything you could tell me about what we're about to witness?
Crash is an EU staple in general. Like, the Biken player, the one, the only, to not only crash in, but crash out when it's time to win. So this is the Biken to look out for in EU, like among others, but this is the one, the only consistent one. And as you see in the background, of course, Biken represent, and Bushin is, honestly, I would go out on a limb and say the best Slayer player in the world.
Oh, okay. Because, like, Slayer is always just one of those characters where, like, it's greatly talked about. A lot of frustration usually when people talk about the character, but it's if anything, it's been a perfect conversion from Slayer in prior Guilty Gears all the way to Strive. It's just consistently what the character is about.
Exactly.
And from time to time, he may not be the most fantastic, but he definitely has some very high highs and of course low lows.
Yeah.
And that leaves some people to consider, like, okay, in a very serious environment like this, where we're playing for points and we're playing for prestige, it might be prudent to invest in characters that are, considered on the very much on the stronger side. But to have people pull out and still go for, like, you know what, I am about this character and I want to go all the way for it. Like you said, Crash TF, the Biken guy, and now Bushin, excuse me, forgot his name. But to be out here as well with Slayer, to represent it all the way here it's going to be an absolute treat.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And this is two of the most consistent players in the with the respective characters. So this will be an absolute treat to see. Winner side, I don't know if this is for top 8 just yet, but this is going to be an incredible match right before we start. Both of these characters incredibly explosive. Like, when they start to get rolling, you never know what's going to happen. Is it going to be an incredible damage? Is the other character going to swing for themselves? And Biken is also known for her defense, right?
That's true. That's very true. So we'll see how this plays out, especially with some of these Slayer frame traps, if Crash is able to make his way through. And already starting things off quite nicely. The early hit, prompting the burst out there. And just like that, both pound for pound, the momentum has been cut. We're going to play a little bit slower, see where the opportunity is to come right across the screen. But Crash, not able to escape that corner just yet, is setting up a prime opportunity to get the Slayer damage rolling.
That's an incredible conversion. And this is going to be another side switch just straight through the wall immediately. As I was mentioning before, like, the explosiveness of this character is already very much present. And Bushin already made it now with the Hand of Doom, and we're already one round down. Incredible shimmy.
Yeah, we really don't get to see that move a lot, where it's like a lot of people have a struggle with understanding, like, where do I position? It's not the greatest reversal, but Bushin, oh my goodness.
Huge. 3 hits, by the way. That's huge damage.
Fantastic. Crash not to be outdone. Ready with that parry. Already starting to get a little bit of control back here, but again, there is the pow bunker.
And there it is.
Yep, 100 meter, gonna go for the big damage, and I think that's just gonna be game 1.
Oh, 100%. It's just done.
Boom. There it is.
Incredible momentum. Like, I've seen Bushin play in the pools before, like off stream, and he was so good at keeping that momentum. Like, obviously Slayer is very creative when it comes to offense.
Absolutely.
Every single player that I've seen playing Slayer at a decently high level, they have their own way of expressing Slayer. The character expression TM.
True.
And this is like keeping momentum as Slayer, especially against, like, not only a character like Biken, who has incredible defense, 4 framers, she has the parry, but it's also Crash Paladin.
Yeah.
And keeping this momentum even through that S-Cabaret was insane.
That's for sure. I think one of the things that is always interesting about Slayer, just across the timeline, has been the fact that your go-to response to Slayer is just really trying to observe and played slow, but at the same time, right, it's like you do need to press and challenge with something at some point. And that's also the moment that Slayer is really baiting out from you, because he wants these big haymakers, he wants these big counter hits to truly show you what strife damage looks like.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just strife damage. Ever since the concept of this character was created, he has always had strife damage. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And like, look at this.
So much red on Crash's bar right there.
Oh no. Oh my goodness, and that's just gonna be the round. Like, you put the nail on the head. Like you said, that the opponent will have to match sometime.
Yep.
And Slayer will just always capitalize. You rarely see Slayer just get a, small hit into knockdown and then start. No, it's always that big fat counter.
Yeah. There'll be moments, of course, where it's just like a little bit more. Oh wow, what a 6 feet! Hold on, Crash.
All right.
Let's see. This good start here. Going to be a nice bit of damage, especially the Kabari already applied. You can get that nice extension. Good throw tip. Wow. The understanding there from Bushin. Unfortunately, 2H not going to quite make the swing that he would have hoped, and just outside of reach. But these 6 Bs from Crash has been really phenomenal, just expertly dealing with these Mamba Punch attempts.
Absolutely. And incredible spacing for that 6B as well. And then just to make sure, use the PRC after the tatami mat just to finish it off. And now we're one apiece, and signs of life from Crash.
For sure, just trying to swing here with the Hellmaker, but Crash, nicely done, escaping the corner, but not to be outdone. Straight away, right on top of Crash, and immediately leverages that left-right mix-up into so much damage. Both players with their bursts available, but the position that it's at, the final round here of game number 2, already early burst coming out from Bushin. Wants to keep that momentum running, backing away, looking for some kind of response here from Crash to hopefully get that really big counter hit going, but it is going to be Crash against the opener.
Good stuff on the H-Cabinet, just getting that frame trap, and now we're going to go straight through the corner, back into neutral. Doesn't have enough meter to get that hard knockdown and the momentum going, but look at Slayer's meter. Like, this is dire if you get hit. Like,
something crazy is going to happen.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm half expecting the last Horizon, just like raw.
But Crash not unafraid, isn't unafraid from that situation. Is still maintaining the momentum as strong as possible. Let's put himself into the corner a little. Oh no! And yeah, like you said, the last Horizon, no opportunity to let that burst rip at all. Bushin is going to get that game number 2.
Incredible to keep. Like, I love the reset from Crash with the Yozans and keeping it plus, but Bushin was so ready with that tech.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think he figured, like, if there's something, Crash has, like, 2 options here. Either go for that wall break, and it's possible to, like, one more interaction to challenge for, or Hail Mary right here, right now, play it as fast as possible to get that opener and just try to go for some kind of reset. So, if anything, that is all that Bushin had to look for. Is there going to be some kind of crazy reset? Otherwise, okay, wall break, and then we see what happens.
Absolutely. Now we're getting a little breather from Crash, and especially now you gotta reset as much as possible. You have the time, just chill before the rematch. Ooh. Incredible hard read going for the H-Cabinet. Now we got the setup with the S-Cabinet. This is gonna be an incredible offensive if the burst doesn't come up, which it does.
It does not want to go over to Crash here, but Crash is right on top of it. Kabari is applied, so the next hit should be able to allow for a greater extension. But look at these chicken blocks. The defense from Bushin, very stellar right now.
Oh my god, there's no way. Okay, good. Nice little offense, and is this actually going to finish? It probably will be. A lot of damage.
Yeah, wall break damage as well. I mean, in Bushin's case, I'm not entirely mad about that, right? Like, it looked like a completely disastrous round, but you walk away with his burst.
Yeah, exactly. That 2H, like, low profile in the far side is criminal. Like, oh my goodness, bro.
We love 5K, and there we go. We play fast, we go left, right. We do so much damage. Trapped him in the corner, but 2 match there from Crash TF. Able to find another opener here. Really reversing the situation. Counter hit goes Hansen. This is going to be very, very nice, and especially with the super here. Going to get that hard knockdown after the wall break and run that positive meter bonus.
We'll love to see that, but Slayer does have full meter and every single resource available to him. He absolutely uses the YRC at the opportune moment to just block out that 50-50, and now we're just still going Crash, finding that momentum back again, and the burst in the last second. This is so even right now.
It's a very tough situation for Bushin, nevertheless, because we saw there on display that the movement, it's cool, it's a step dash, but it's a little bit limited in its horizontal approach. It's going to be a lot of stepping, and Crash TF immediately taking the opportunity to, like, oh, you burst that? Sure, we'll just go from full screen here and play from behind these tatami mats. But both players going back to character select screen. I think just, hold on.
Yup.
Hold on. Okay, Leo, the Leo counter swap here. So an interesting approach, because it wasn't too doomed just yet on Slayer. Like, sure, Crash was showing a bit more dominance. But at the same time, I can respect for Bushin's side to just think like, okay, let's not give my opponent the opportunity here to play more into this current character where they are slowly adapting. Let's just throw in the next option and see what they deal with. Because, you know, maybe Crash TF has played a dime a dozen Leo players, but as you mentioned earlier with character expression, there is still the factor that it's Bushin's Leo.
Don't forget that the other, Bushin has a Leo and a Slayer, but the other person in Europe who has a Leo is Neos. And don't forget that they are both French, so Crash TF has absolutely a lot of experience against this character. So this might just be the sign from above, and we're already seeing a fat counter hit with the burst already being used, but that stance is so crazy to deal with. It's when you're in there, you can't really do much against it.
Yeah, you could. Oh no, facing the wrong way here, but yeah, just quick parry, just make sure nothing stupid happens with any crazy hitbox interactions there. The Crash going to go for the burst. He doesn't want to let over too much momentum to the side of Bushin here, but immediately just back-to-back back-turn stances, straight away devious mix, and it's so devilish to deal with, but what a mash.
That's incredible matchup knowledge right here, and we're right back on the offense. Goes for the BRC for the guaranteed S-Cabaret, and we're going for the grab, and what an incredible delay thing. And to the RC point blank, because you know you have that red RC.
Interesting. Okay, that's... Just need one hit though. Let's calm it down a bit. And okay, flash kick. There you go. Clutch it out.
I was holding my breath right there.
I mean, it's definitely a hold your breath moment. I think maybe he misread the meter there. Like trying to go for the back turn super there. However, Bushin now set point. Both players sitting quite comfortably, relatively even on the burst gauge situation, and still though, Crash able to find a few opening hits. But in these gaps, we see the flash kick come out.
Good punish. Nice reaction on that. Goes for the 50-50. Not as effective against Leo, but hey, if you're not DPing, you gotta be guessing.
Woo! Wow! That is fantastic. Doesn't quite get the finish there, but again, I think we've seen a similar situation with Bush and Slayer where it's a very comfortable defensive position that Crash can take to hide behind the tatamis. Not the easiest time for some of these characters with limited mobility to make the transition across the screen.
Very daring 6H, but now gets called out with that parry.
He was ready. He was ready for the clash. Oh my god.
I saw that little burst bait, but then just went to commit, and with the delay burst, that means that Crash finally has some breathing room. And goes for the guaranteed back turn stance, and now we're just going into the offense. But Leo's neutral in back turn has been improved so much. Yeah, and you can't do that. You can't do that against Leo.
Doesn't quite get the link, but nevertheless able to get the next hit, and with that super, not quite. Okay, one last chance. Does have a hard knockdown though.
Oh my god.
That's tough.
That's the throw crush all the way from back from season 1. Like, it's never changed. Like the big ass counter hit.
Let's go. I love that. That was immaculate. That was insane.
Leo Gaming. What can we say? And I honestly like the thing that you said that now as soon as Crash is gaining that momentum, you're kind of just wanting to switch and not let him capitalize off of what he's learned.
Yeah, exactly. Just throw in the next character. There's always still the factor of like, okay, if this is a very seasoned player, again, they have the experience into these characters, but then there's always that small layer of like, okay, there's plenty of character expression. They're going to play completely different. There's going to be some things to focus on, some standards, but at the end of the day, it's up to the decision of the opponent what kind of flavor of that character they're going to be putting on display.
For sure. But anyway, that was just the first match.
It's crazy already. Just off the rip. Fantastic. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Honestly, that's outplayed for you.
Absolutely.
That's outplayed for you. And I'm not going to say that I'm surprised in a sense. I don't want to make it sound like oh my goodness, like these two players are already here, in a stream match. But I think this was for top 8, so we're already in the stage of this pool where the best of the best are accumulating. So we still have players that we haven't seen like Dasin. We have players like Urba Silentia. We got Alexia that we're going to be seeing on stream later. And it's just an insane amalgamation of players' skills from all around the world, like multiple continents. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
not just in this game either, right?
No, that's true. That's like some other games where some very special people have been showing up to. But it's just one of the benefits of being able to be part of a tour, right? Some people are more inclined, right? So before, Outplayed was really just upheld by the community, and it's a phenomenal achievement what they've been able to pull off, especially with the Grand Blue community. They've been coming out in spades. But now...
Speaking of Dasein, yo, Geese! We gotta murder Geese. Yo, album of the year 2025. Let's go.
Exactly. So here we got, like you said, Desonologist and Strelitzia gonna be stepping up to the plate here. How do you feel about the matchup that's about to go down?
Like, listen. So usually, I think Happy Chaos has this in general match. I don't know how much plus minus it is, but Happy Chaos, especially in Dasin's hands, is just crazy.
Yes.
Like the playstyle that Dasin puts on the table, especially against characters like Asuka,
Yep.
it's just crazy. But this is not just any Asuka. This is the Asuka player to look out for, definitely. As we've said time and time again, the players here are absolutely insane. But Strelitzia has been putting in some crazy work into this character. And whenever I see her playing a quote-unquote losing matchup,
Right.
she just shows that it doesn't matter.
No, like especially because like a lot of these matchup discussions, it's always the theory of the character, right? Like putting them face to face at their theoretical peaks. Here's how you expect it to end at Dodge. But next to the character is, of course, the human pilot.
Yup.
And that's where it's going to be the make or break element to see how things go out. And especially, like you said, with Asuka, you're going to have to put a lot more work into than before. Because, you know, a little bit a fall from grace, let's say, in terms of how the changes have been favoring him as of late. But nevertheless, not a character out of contention, right? So
I think it's really good, this patch. Genuinely, I think it's really good. I don't know if it's like top tier, obviously. There has been a lot of discussion.
Right. I think that's what it boils down to, right? Is that like a lot of people were really on Asuka because of the power of being like the top tier, as we mentioned earlier, right? Like if you are in this competition, there is merit to just sit down and invest in the absolute apex characters available. But then at other times, when it goes slightly down, it's like, okay, I have to work a bit more on my character for once. There's still room for you to just hunker down, investigate, and develop your experience on this character to really keep on shining.
Oh, for sure. And especially Asuka is the character to do that on.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Like the amount of work that Arceus put in this character is honestly impressive.
Yes.
And we will definitely see an insane showcasing of Asuka right now.
Yeah, starting things off nicely, putting these knowledges into the corner, no escape, but gonna go straight for the burst, because between two zoners, the first one that gets to start throwing out their projectiles is the happiest. Chaos.
Rolls Strelitzia into the corner, and now you don't have any mana, so any hit will just be massive. PRC just to cover that whiff grab, and now you're just straight into the Happy Chaos blender. Burst just to recover that mana and put some space between them both. But this, like, Dasin does not mind just backdashing straight to the other corner right here.
See if you can force an overcommit from your opponent's side. But Strelitzia now, despite all that backdashing, right, it does put Daisyonologist into the corner. It has to find alternatives to escape there. It does establish some kind of opening, but back still to the wall. Nevertheless, a threat all the same.
Like, incredible bravery just to pull out that steady aim. Like, he didn't stop a single time.
No.
Even when Strelitzia was like literally just a 5p range away from him.
Yeah.
Like that, he just kept doing that, and that is what makes Dasin, like the nerfs of steel on this player is just insane.
It's always incredible when it just switches to the player camera and just Dasin is cool, calm, chill.
100%. I don't think I've ever seen an expression on his face.
Everything is expected.
Exactly.
Just like that, already starting off very nice and stable. However, with that screen transition, right, we're down to one bullet. This is quite an opportunity to get the Deus Ex Machina going. So we're in a little bit of a limited position, and Strelitzia is definitely letting the momentum run straight away, trying to force an approach, gets the burst bait.
That's an incredible play. The speed staff was out, so anything could have happened. Strelitzia was just looking for that. Had the big cube, the slow big cube on screen, and Dasin just saw the resources available to her and just played that perfectly. PRC got in, baited that burst as well, because Strelitzia felt a bit, desperate to get that offense going. But Dasin, cool, calm, collected, takes the first game.
Very, very nice indeed. I think it's like, it's very difficult to say, like, what is it that Strelitzia should look to do? What does she need to change to try and get some rounds to get a game on the board where, like you said, like, Daisyonologist with the nerves of steel just stares you down and says, you're not gonna, and then go steady aim.
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
You're not gonna. Decent hand of Strelitzia right here, has a Screamer, has a few green cubes just to be able to, has that mana reduction right now, but you need room to start playing, and Dasin is not going to give you that.
Strelitzia is not acquired at all. A little bit of the classic zoning, and with that space already just reloading the gun, full bullets, and just hammering all those shots across the screen. Strelitzia has to make her careful and measured approach just to try and close the distance a little bit, but also running the mana a little on the lower side. Now the break on top of it. The next hit is going to do some massive damage and able to score one with the taco kick here. Daisyonologist just a marionette maestro at the moment, fully in control.
Yeah, absolutely. Very aggressive start, and that's exactly what you need to do against Heavy Chaos. Finally, the shimmy connects, and now you have reduced mana, and now you can just keep sending spells. The single-player game we all know and love, and the chip damage will accumulate thanks to that speed stat. Now you're gonna get that Mulligan Super, and the auto. This is the Exodia situation. This is the Exodia situation that you always want to get when you're in the corner.
Absolutely, and yeah, another poor guess there, unfortunately, by Daisyonologist is going to show just with the right starter, the right amount of momentum, Strelitzia can definitely hang with the grades.
Oh, 100%. Oh, but Dasein finally finds that first hit that he sorely needs. And right now, where Strelitzia is with her back against the corner and already a wall break. Positive bonus with 50 tension. You can pop Red Bulls and focus like however much you want.
Exactly. But able to just hold down Daisyonologist long enough to get the run up, but there's the J2K, big counter hit, and straight into the Deus Ex Machina. We get these looping situations. The focus is looking good. The bullets are nicely topped up. The burst is coming back up, and we're down to that last possible touch to take game number 2.
My goodness. One thing that I just noticed and thought about, even if Strelitzia is patient and she just stays full screen and blocks, that chip damage will actually start removing her mana slowly but surely.
Oh, yeah,
that's like just standing there and blocking is something that you can't afford to do with Asuka either.
Yeah, I mean, doubly so, right? Because even if you do make that approach despite all that blocking, you are in a reduced state of effectiveness to be able to actually mount that comeback, deal some damage yourself.
Exactly.
But nevertheless, Strelitzia able to pull off the back throw incident.
Oh my goodness.
And again, wow, excellent stuff. Good reactions on these roll attempts from Daisy.
Right, now just cycling through cubes and finally getting that speed staff in hand, and now this is the setup for the Exodia, but is Dasein going to let you get that? Absolutely not. Fat counter hit, is the burst going to come out? Absolutely. Has full meter, but Dasein just runs in 2K, and now we're going to go straight through the wall again with the Deus Ex Machina.
Quite a rough situation here for Strelitzia, right? Full bullets, next to full focus, and the positive meter bonus running, and just a slow approach into that stagger pressure for Daisyonologist to put himself on that set point.
Last round, the hand is looking a bit mid, but finally getting that first draw of the speed staff. Now that's exactly the win con you need, but you also have to get in versus Happy Chaos.
Absolutely. Ooh, wow. Could have been an opportunity there for Strelitzia to interrupt, but didn't quite go for it. Just like that, Daisyonologist keeps it running. Going to go straight into the Deus Ex Machina. Going to hit that wall break. The focus a little bit on the lower side, but with this hard knockdown, should be able to generate just a sufficient amount to keep the damage running. Whoa!
Extremely daring, just presses the dash button. Yo, come here, I ain't done with you.
Come here, let's keep this party running.
Let's talk real quick.
Let's talk mulligans. Oh. Nice YRC, get a little bit of space, and there is the Goomba Stomp, though. Strelitzia still has the burst available. Needs to find an opportunity to go for it. Decides to let it rip on the Oki situation, but that doesn't stop Daisyonologist from immediately challenging and stare down into the trigger pull. Daisyonologist with a clean 3-0 finish.
Oh my goodness, this was... Oh my god, like whenever I see Dasein on screen, on stream, anywhere really, like I'm just kind of expecting the same... I won't say the same playstyle, I won't say that it's boring.
Yeah.
In a sense, but this has been his forte ever since season 1.
He's consistent. He's consistent.
I
think one of the really cool points within Daisyonologist, because we see that he does have comfort in just backing away, playing a little bit of ye old zoning, Happy Chaos, right? Bygone days. And it helps to build up a sort of a little bit of a rock, paper, scissors environment for Daisyonologist's favor, because ultimately he's very committed to like a lot of backdashing, clearing space, and then doing things from that distance.
For sure.
And it puts the pressure on your opponent to chase him down. He then switches it up and runs at you.
Yup. We saw so many darings, like just dash in, do not let the opponent breathe.
Nope.
Like as soon as Dasein saw some of those win cons appearing in Strelitzia's hand, just like full throttle.
Yeah, absolutely. Just gets right in there, starts running that stagger pressure, and especially with Strelitzia, who was so focused on just like the run in, let's get my like longest reaching normal to just try and tag and either block or convert something, and Daisy says like, what if it was suddenly this close and my stinky leg comes out?
The 2K of Doom and the 2S as well. Like Happy Chaos has so many buttons just to control the space, and not just buttons. That gun was very much used by Dasein. Like standing there, like our distance, bro. Like I'm just funny.
So you won't blah. It's so fantastic to see these nerves of steel just be put on display here. And okay, hold on. Crash already back.
Damn. All right.
A redo for Crash.
Chef!
Chef.
Le Massif! Le Massif! Oh my goodness. And on Crash's left side is going to be Alexia, RAM player from Sweden.
Yeah, well, last holdovers for RAM. I feel like there's only a handful of them these days.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not a lot of people left in the world, but Alexia has had some pretty decent results in the past few months. Like ever since Head Stomper, she got 9th right outside of top 8.
Yep.
UFA got out of pools. Like decent showing, and we don't have the history unfortunately. But I think it's going to be interesting. Like Baiken versus Ram is always, again, we're talking about the theory.
Yes.
Like we don't know.
We don't know. We have a pretty good idea though.
We have a pretty good idea. That's it. I mean, just the way that Crash plays Baiken is just so insane, and it can get into your head so quickly. It is kind of nuts. Like you genuinely have to. Oh yeah, there you see the results.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Yeah, indeed. Good work here being put in.
Absolutely.
And also, interesting to consider that they're in this position, both of them, thanks to Bushin. Absolute demon just tearing through the bracket right now.
Yep.
Making quick work of Europe's finest, which is a painful thing to see as a European commentator, but lovely nevertheless for visitors to kind of put in the work and see, like, show what's up. See what the outside environment looks like. So I'm most definitely curious to see how Crash is going to approach this, because I think in terms of like range priority with the sword normals, Ram does stand in a better position for that.
For sure. Ram has always been a neutral merchant.
Yeah.
Like that's what you got to play around.
Yeah.
And Alexiad's playstyle when it comes to Ram is extremely patient. Like extremely patient. Just focus on neutral. Don't make it fancy.
Right.
But runs just an extremely effective neutral as much as possible, and then just go into that Ram offense.
Right.
Because you have that insane plus on block sword.
Yeah.
You can get those 50-50s with meter. And then you just get the cog rolling with the supers, hard knockdowns, and everything. But Baiken, I mean, sure, Ram has the neutral, but Baiken has the offense.
That's true.
Like her offense with the true 50-50s again, with the tension, getting that insane conversion and damage from either option. Like going high or low. The pressure, especially if you get grabbed twice or in the S cabaret, because nowadays it's just more damage. It's just basically a command grab that Baiken gets. Effectively,
it's a really interesting thing to see come out from her. So very curious to see what both of these players have in store for us as they're just rounding off their button checks here quickly, just showing off how cool their FDs are. Very nice.
I love my FD.
I love my FD. It gives me push block and it suffers no chip damage. It's amazing. I lose all meter for it though. I will gladly pay all meter for it.
Mein Gott.
I
love my FD.
I love my FD. All right, time to lock in.
We have to lock in for this next match. Ram versus Baiken. Oh my god, you said it yourself. Ram is so rare these days.
Yeah, I think it's a similar thing to like generally how a lot of characters start falling back in prevalence, where it's like they had their really big moment right up there in the pantheon of the gods where they were just really, really strong and impressive, and a lot of people were just like, I'm on this, I'm playing this right now. And then just slight changes for going down a little bit or really down has a lot of people just abandoned the character, and you only have the people that really jumped into it because they simply just like the character for the things that are that they afford, right? Rather so much than, by metrics, this character is considered good.
Yeah, exactly. Her playstyle got wildly changed between Season 3 and 4. So seeing characters who were really good with Ram in Season 3 having to adapt to the new playstyle, like Alexia, she has been playing Ram ever since the game came out, basically. And this is going to be really good, really good, and immediately goes for an explosive start, already pushing Crash back to the corner. Does not let him out at all, but the guaranteed S cabaret. Here we go. That's the effective command grab I talked about. Yeah, very, very cool to see, of course. Immediate burst there from Alexia, but man, on an attempt to try something, Crash TF is ready with these kabares. Does bait out the throw, but unfortunately went a little too far, so doesn't quite get the jump in. We see these parries, but the timing just ever so slightly off, and Alexia really eating well thanks to all of these long-range sword normals. Absolutely. YRC coming out just to get Ram off of you because you do not want to be as close as possible to her. Alexia does have 100 tension. Crash knew that too. Used the parry with the dash cancel just to turn the tide onto Alexia. Very lucky for her, because that could have been a super.
Oh, for sure. Like that second hit just coming out of unfortunate time for Crash. So one more neutral play out, but hey, JS does the job as always.
The esports button.
Yeah, let's go. We love our esports button.
Woo! Speaking of esports buttons, we got that JS coming in real clutch for Ram right now.
Oh, for sure. And again, well, speaking of JSs, it does stop. Oh, wow. Fantastic parry there. Doesn't apply the Kabari, so the next throw is very threatening, but just gets that anti-air and immediately just demonstrating the damage that Viking is capable of when the setup is applied.
Yep. And that's just gonna be it. Setting the guaranteed S-Kabari up into the 50-50, and that's just this combo into death anywhere on screen is really, really affect the game plan once you get it going.
It's truly the case. So I'm hoping to see some of that consistency from Alexiad convert into some really scary situations, because we did see from her that when she was able to put Crash into the corner, things could start off really nicely, but again, some of these defensive options from Crash is just a little bit too concerning and on the strong end. But hold on.
Oh, whiffs the cross slash, unfortunately. Jumps out of the grab, but Crash has the PRC ready to go back to the offense with the S-Kabari. And now you're in the corner versus Viking, and that's never a good sign. Unfortunately, doesn't manage to backdash the close slash, and that is just going to be it with a 6H OTG. Ay, ay, ay.
Optimization station there from Crash TF, and immediately the forward slash just to kick things off with. He's absolutely not concerned with the range that Alexia could play out and just get right in the mix of things. Right up to your face. Immediately the Kabari applied crazy damage straight into the super. We go and get that hard knockdown and that positive meter bonus running into the next deadly situation.
Speaking of deadly, like, look how much HP is left.
Yeah, that's,
oh my god.
Good thing that burst came up just when it did.
Yep. And Crash feels like such a wall, and this is just going to be killed because that throw and Ram's HP, not a good combo, but Crash just feels like a wall. He has stopped every singular approach that Alexiad has done, and it's already 2-0, set point.
Yeah, especially when you play these characters that can play so fast and mighty, it leaves very little room for your opponent to try and adapt to things, right? Because I think at the same time, I don't know what's running through Alexiad's mind, but at the same time, you could consider just like take a step back, go character select screen, think things through, right? What needs to change here to make things happen? Because Crash is still just so in control.
Absolutely. Just sends that 2H as a Hail Mary, but Alexiad finally managed to get that with punish. And Crash just very, very active, trying to cover as much of the screen as possible, and Alexiad is not throwing out as many forward slashes and heavy slashes as we both might have expected.
They're playing it a lot more compact, but still Crash able to find the approach here. Does slowly but surely push her towards the corner, and there's a big starter to kick things off with. A lot of damage, no burst on the table, so this is all going to have to be held. Thankfully, didn't quite get the meter, so Alexiad does get to go straight back to neutral after the screen transition, but the positive meter bonus is for sure ticking.
Again, unfortunately, it's too early with that close slash. That J214S hard knockdown, but I think she's genuinely just fishing for that. The J214S is really, really effective on Ram. Hard knockdown anywhere on the screen, of course, can get you started from anywhere. That's an insane frame trap. Oh my god. Not close enough to the wall, but we have the effective position on screen. And it's not looking good for Alexiad right now.
On the approach, immediately just gets tagged out by the Kabari. I think that might have been the Yosan's attempt, but still.
Wait, will that hit?
Wait, yes. And that's that. Crash TF 3-0.
Moving on in the bracket. Unfortunate for Alexiad dropping out of the tournament, but was an incredible showing from her.
Yes. I mean, it's a very tough tournament to make it through to begin with, right?
Just
completely stacked. Insane names all pulling up from all over the world to participate in this. So to make it this far, it's still quite a muscle. Hey.
Chef! Le Massif Crash! Oh my goodness.
Fantastic. Hey!
Le Massif!
Great spirit from them all. Still having a laugh after all of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And hugging it out. Fantastic, man. That's the competitive spirit you love to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt we gotta get the patented Crash pop-off.
Yeah. Woo! Very, very beautiful to see. So wonderful stuff from both players as we're just going to be waiting on our next set to approach. But yeah, it's like you said, like Crash was too much of a wall. And then I think that initial onset was like, okay, Alexiad was trying to play the neutral out, trying to go for these long pokes. And at some point, Crash kind of proving it like, it's not really going to work out. And I assume some apprehension from Alexiad's side, like trying to change things up. Crash cranked up the ante and then just went for a really aggressive play. And it just all kind of crumbled apart.
No, for sure, for sure. But I can, obviously, incredible offense, crash piloting her even more deadly. And just, yeah, it was just too fast. It was just too fast, unfortunately.
Too furious.
Too fast. Oh my god. But I hope everyone's having a great time, by the way.
Oh, for sure. I think I mean, we just saw them on stage, right?
Yeah,
despite
for sure.
despite the way the game ends, everyone hugs it out. It's all a great
100%.
time. It's
We're all
the beginning
friends
of a
on
new
screen. We're all friends on screen.
for real. It's a great start to the new year, especially to kick things off, and also the one way to slowly end the tournament season. Right? I think Outplayed one of the final. I think penultimate actually. After this is just Frosties.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think
So it's a really key point for especially European players to get their last points in to try to qualify for March's AWT finals.
Absolutely. We have already an amazing list of players ready for the AWT.
Yes.
But shout out Head Stomper, by the way.
Shout out Head Stomper.
Head Stomper. But the list is only going to get bigger, and I think there are a few players present today that really want those points.
Oh.
I'm not sure if Dazin is 100% ready for the AWT, but if he's not, I know that he is fighting for those last few points that he sort of needs.
Yeah, I think he met, like, this is important for him, and I think they did a community drive to be able to fund his appearance at Frosty Fausti's.
Right,
also.
that was it.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Days Knowledge is definitely going the long way as well to try his absolute damnedest to be able to qualify.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, incredible mulligan. Incredible reaction speed. By the way, from Strelitzia.
Yeah, fantastic stuff here. So once again, Strelitzia making a return on stream here, going to face off against Shocker. Which, Axel, the beloved character, I don't think he's ever had like a point where, I think it was like maybe one point where it was particularly devious, and then for the rest it's just been diehards of the character just championing him, making it doing their best to make it work, especially through some very drastic changes that he's received.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy how they've actually decided to deviate from his tradition, which is on one hand a very cool thing to see from Strive, to be so bold to make all these changes, and on the other hand, right, it came at such a point where so many people had invested so long in a certain way the character is to be approached and controlled even, and to now completely shake things up. But to see still Shocker on the likes of Axel. And like you said earlier, with Alexia and also with Strelitzia, these people are very invested in just to making these characters as strong as they can in their hands.
Absolutely. And this matchup, I genuinely don't know how it's going to look, because Asuka is so unique and there's so few players in the world playing him. And honestly, like, there's a lot of Axel players who just play him differently.
That's true.
Like, it's crazy how you see, like, some people are talking about Axel like a zoner, but like the way people like Shocker play him, it's like, nah, bro, that's a mix-up character.
Yeah, we doing close slashes in your face and throwing all kinds of options at your head.
One of two close slashes that are still -1 in the game, and people are still using it for stagger, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
Yo, I might need to introduce them to Blaze later. That's some like actual fiend stuff right there. Running stagger pressure -1. No, those are my people right there. Let's go. Strelitzia starting things off. Really show. Yo, catch your breath.
You made me. Oh my goodness.
Okay, Strelitzia starting off things nice and strong. I believe we saw a very aggressive burst. Make sure that Shocker is not able to establish any sort of presence on the screen here. Trapped in the corner, and maybe we go into the mulligan super.
We've seen a few changes to not Strelitzia, but Asuka's gameplay, especially with Gobo representing this character in Japan, where Gobo just plays a single-player game, and the quote-unquote Exodia has become way more effective on Asuka the last few patches, where you just like fish for that mulligan, the mulligan super again, becoming really, really good. Because at some point it was dire. It was a dire super. It was horrible.
I understand. So good to see that it's back to form here. However, Shocker was able to close out that last round, and just like that, has Strelitzia trapped in the corner. And we can see the mix-up approach to the character does try to go for a throw, but Strelitzia is ready with those fuzzies.
Speed staff is out, and Shocker is absolutely doing everything he can to not let Strelitzia start her pressure. And the corner position for Axel right here, especially on this, but never mind, the far slash is really coming in clutch for that counter hit. Now we're back to mid-screen.
Fantastic disjoint option there, because that is the way to go. Is can you somehow punch your way through the tornado? You see here as well as YRC Bait deal a nice bit of damage. We're going to go into the mulligan to try and close things out. We're down to that last sliver of health. So Shocker just needs to survive the
Oh,
onslaught.
oh
2H!
God, wait, how is that? How is that?
Oh.
Wait, how does that work? Bro, share the tech.
What? I'm just trying to gauge their faces about this. Like, what OS is 2H on teleport? Shocker like, bro. Yeah, sure, cool. All right, give her game 1, Shocker. Let's go. Log in.
Oh my God. The burst now, they're equalized immediately on the burst because neither player wants to get the other one started and just go into offense as fast as possible. Now we're still back in the deja vu situation. Corner position for Strelitzia. Got the 2 arpeggios and the fire cube. Incredible offense, especially now that you're getting the hard knockdown. This is going to be hella free for Strelitzia, especially with that positive bonus. Gonna go into this mulligan super, hopefully. Oh no, just go for the cross up. Never mind.
Very nice. Yeah, I was worried for a second. Like, did I catch a commentary curse from you there for a minute? But no, Strelitzia able to clutch it out despite
Hell no.
your best attempts. As Shocker once again, unfortunately making the wrong choice here, being trapped all the way into the corner. Doesn't have the deflect shield, but there's the wave. The sweep coming in nicely, wall break, but no super to follow behind it. So Shocker does have a little bit of an opportunity to try and put his presence known. However, the blue RC is going to slow things down. Does go for the deflect shield again. No more burst gauge available. So has to make this one count, but careful approach from Strelitzia is going to be rewarded very handsomely here.
Alright, just goes for the blue wall assault. The slower head. Ooh! And the reversal is absolutely going to be hitting that 2K.
Very nice.
Get your hands off me.
We go again. No! 6P, the book. Do you even read? Apparently so. Nice. Fantastic stuff.
Oh, age reacting Shocker. That's crazy.
That's real. That's real. That's real. Listen, how long has this game been out? Like five or so years?
4 years. Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah. 6.
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for that. It's like somebody's going to talk about Stripe 2.0. I was like, how long has it been out? And just like cold sweat staring at the code content. Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't say it. I can't say it. The ARC cops are looking right now.
Still has a screamer in hand. That means an opportune moment to get the offense started. Incredibly plus on every single spell. And now finally getting that mulligan super. And woo, the hand looking kind of mighty.
Yeah, very clean indeed. Just teleporting away. We see the 5K attempt there, but nowhere near to be found. YRC, let's go find a moment of reprieve, but the end here is just too clean from Strelitzia.
Oh, has another arpeggio in her back pocket. Not the staff she wants, but it's an option. Absolutely still has the fire cubes and finds another, but that is gonna, like before that's gonna be enough. Just it goes to the wall and 1 up. Like it's really even between these players right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's really just showing a little bit of a stronger favor here and there, and oh man, the meatball is just too strong, pushing him all the way into the corner. We do see the deflect shield here to create a little bit of space, but nevertheless, Strelitzia is armed and dangerous, keeping Shocker fighting for his life, stuck in this corner. We're gonna go for the mulligan, see if we can find some ways to close things out. You see another deflect shield, but we have plenty in the chamber to keep the pressure despite the distance created.
Ooh, nice little block, good reaction, but Strelitzia has so many good spells in her hand right now that it's like, it's looking dire for Shocker right now in this position.
Yeah, trying to throw out Tornado, create a little bit of a safe haven to hide yourself from all of these cubes, but man, just the red cubes repeating, but great mash, a little bit of an O-key. Good blocks there from Strelitzia. Playing a nice, slow and patient, has a significant life lead, just needs to play it nice, cool, calm, and collected, and that's going to be the set lead there taken.
All right. Shocker just putting as many hitboxes on screen as possible, just to keep Oscar in the corner. Right. Nice little overhead, goes for that JH, and that's going to be more than enough.
Yeah, the mana break coming in just at the wrong moment there for Strelitzia, going to be more than enough damage. The burst situation though, Strelitzia has that meter fully decked out, Shocker a little bit away from his own, and already starting to play the long-range game. Shocker with the jump low, and that's going to be the burst.
Okay, catches Axel with the overhead ball. And now you're in an opportune position, but no! Immediately switches up. And PRC, just to fully confirm, get Strelitzia out of her mana as fast as possible. And this is some crazy damage.
Yeah, and especially look at the mana situation. The break here, so if there's an opportunity for Shocker to find an opening, could have done a nice bit of damage, but between that route, Strelitzia was making sure to exchange some of that health for that mana back to make sure that the defensive rating isn't completely hemorrhaged.
Alright, we're seeing those Ice Spike changes in full swing. And right now it's a decent hand, has had those fire cubes, but still looking for a good opportunity. But the 2K Axel, like that is one of the buttons of all time. Like, that's a crazy button, especially on defense. 5 frames, and you can confirm that into like at least a hard knockdown.
He needs it. He needs it. I mean, like you should. Everyone else be mashing 2P. He just throws out the stupid little chain. It's like, man, this ain't no mashing button. So put it somewhere else. Indeed, so the character has his options. It's still more of a bolder attempt to escape pressure, because your only other option is like the system mechanics or your reversal super. For the rest, it's like you just gotta be real clean with that defense and understanding the sequence that your opponent is throwing at you.
For sure. Oh, close slash end here. That's going to be big, but Strelitzi using that burst not only to save her some life and mana, but also to keep Shocker in the corner. He's not one to stay in the corner for too long. Used as a reversal super, now we're right back into the neutral. It feels very much like Shocker is the one in control right now in this round.
Yeah, I mean, low on health, low on mana. Strelitzi does have 50 bar to try something, but try to go for the disjoint, but unfortunately ended up hitting nothing, and the tornado slowly creeping on forward does allow for the confirm here for Shocker.
Bomba
To put himself on that set point.
Incredible nerves coming in for Shocker as well, just doing everything and actually making Strelitzia back off a bit. Those spells are pretty interesting in Strelitzia's hand, and as she's doing everything to just get in as fast as possible, because you don't have any cubes, you can't be doing stuff against Axel, who just can't put out hitboxes on screen like this.
Oh my god, this eternity of recovery on the whip 2H there.
Oh yeah.
For Strelitzia to be able to just get that JP quick conversion, but straight away, Shocker, not one to be held back. Does unfortunately rely a little too heavily on the tornado there, so there was an opportunity for Strelitzia to make an entry. Ends up spending the YRC, but just can't really get anything started. Strelitzia is really fighting for her life here to get this round, to get an attempt to bring it down to a Game 5 situation. But nevertheless, right, it's still going to be Shocker's set point as we go into this final round of Game 4.
All right, starting hand cubed up as usual. Oh my god, Axel getting confirms from like every single button now is insane.
Yes. Phenomenal. Unfortunately, some of the green cubes able to get right over the 2H attempts to clear it out, and just like that, Shocker trapped in the corner. Does end up making a small mistake. Quickly charge up enough cards there to also build the meter for the super. Gonna get this hard knockdown. And Shocker is a pretty tough mind here. Is starting to build up that burst, but Dimitri goes for the deflect shield, but nevertheless gets tagged at the end and stuck into the corner.
Now we're going to see the offense, 2 arpeggios on screen, but Nah says Shocker with that YRC has been very been using those resources a lot on defense, especially with that YRC and the deflect shield not being using. You can't use the deflect shield there, unfortunately. Not enough space for pushback.
Yeah, just all his active frames going through. Shocker shaking his head like, oh, absolutely. Yeah, oops. But
I did an oopsie.
Just a little make an oopsie poopsie sometimes.
And this, the first Game 5 of the day.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see way more. Like, as we get deeper into the brackets, in the second bracket, we're absolutely going to be seeing way more Game 5s.
100%. Tornado coming in to clear the green cubes here. The pressure nice and slow, does end up falling into it, and she's going to be having to leverage her burst just to try and deny the momentum there from Shocker. Shocker now trying to control the screen from quite a distance, but beautiful jump in is going to stay right above the tornado and get that punish, and just like that, you're throwing all these cubes right in his face. So much chip damage, an occasional hit in between there, going for the mulligan to even further expand the situation.
Really good hand. Now you got all the offensive cards set up, and you can do as much as you want, but nah, says Axel 2K, and immediately goes into side switch for a full combo. Does not have super, but this is such an incredible position. Strelitzia has just cracked her mana bar. She is in dire situation, especially now as we go to the corner.
RC, yeah, just get with that mana break damage bonus that you get is well worth it to go and try and get that kill off that our final RC. So once again, Shocker back on that set point situation. Both players pretty even on that burst case. For Strelitzia more so closer to acquiring her burst fully charged up. Trying to make a careful approach here, but we do see the destroy connecting at times, but nothing just yet to fully establish control.
Mana looking already dangerously low, and there it is, cracked. That's going to be a lot of damage from full screen. Oh my goodness, and it's not done yet. We have the setup from the time stop super plus frames. Just keeping it safe.
Yeah, pushed away. Trying to just wait out a little bit, play patient. Big 2H. And now we see the careful approach. Just brings her all the way close. Axel Bomber not quite end, but the OTG 2H will finish things off. So Shocker 3-2 finishing against Strelitzia.
Incredible match. Oh my goodness. The back and forth was kind of crazy. Like, we saw so many rounds where Strelitzia managed to get her game plan going with that quote-unquote Exodia.
Yeah.
the fast staff, getting the regen cards, and that looked very dire for Shocker. And most often when she got those, she won the round.
Yes.
But Shocker was so in control these past few rounds. It looked really, really good, especially when he got those like confirms from full screen. It's really, really cool to see.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those situations where the character that has the presence to be able to simply challenge you from freely loading up your next hand of Doom to, you have to start playing this game where it's like, okay, I need to be much closer. I need to constantly take a bit of a risk to set up the next thing. Of course, you have the mulligan to kind of just do it whenever you feel like with no interruptions. But when you do not have that situation on deck, it's a tough one. It's a tough pinch.
It's a tough one. I mean, as with every single card game, in the universe, you're always susceptible to RNG, no matter what happens. Like sometimes when you pop that super, even though it's like supposed to be a quote-unquote guarantee, like sometimes, hey, sorry, bro, that's at the bottom of your deck.
It happens. Shuffle it better. Look into shuffle science. There's all kinds of tricks to make sure you have the best odds of drawing exactly what you need. But hey, sometimes bad luck, and that's what you signed up for.
That's what you signed up for. And on stream, I see him. All the way from Denmark.
True.
The Blaze Blue hero.
Defending against one of the foreign invaders here. Is it now just Frostgrin? Or
Frostgrin.
It's just now Frostgrin.
Exactly.
Yeah. I do hear some people refer to his former name, but Frostgrin, which... hold on. What is Frostgrin? Axel, right?
No, Zato.
Oh, right. Zato. Yeah. Frostgrin is definitely a very cool and interesting character when it comes to Stripe, because I feel like he's just genuinely exceptionally talented at fighting games.
100%. Like not just Blaze Blue.
No.
He also plays Rivals.
Rivals 2. I think that's where I assume that's kind of where the namesake comes from Frostburn, no?
I have no clue.
It sounds very similar. I'm willing to take a guess on that. But yeah, Zato, definitely one of those characters. I mean, I think you could just have about say it with generally most characters in Stripe has a very storied history of ups and downs. And hold on, I recognize this opponent.
All right, tell us.
This is Netherlands' very own Noise. So a Jacko enjoyer for sure has been putting quite a bit of work into this into the character as well. And I think like they were kind of a little dooming a little bit because it's like, oh man, I've been a bit too busy, can't really put in the work a lot. But to make it all the way up here. Right?
Yeah,
having to face off against Frostkern here, it's a very good showing. So I'm curious to see. There it is, Zero Fundies. We like that.
Wait, you look at the image the Frostkern has. Oh, that's crazy.
That's awesome. No, I like that. It's cool. It's like a little flavor of getting the StarJo GG logos in, just to gives you a glimpse at the personality of the player. But man, look at this performance here from Frostkern. Absolutely fantastic here, and 100%. Also some really strong showings from Noise. Well, mainly our own local, but that's hype.
Oh my god. But, I mean, Headstomper, 9th out of 92.
Yeah.
It's not something to scoff at. Incredible showing.
Absolutely. So I'm really curious to see how this goes down, because kind of... I feel like these two characters, Jacko and Zato, are kind of in a similar... Like, on the same page in terms of what they have, how they like to run stuff, right? So, in essence, like, Zato is...
No way.
No way.
Shot. I've seen him playing.
Yeah, well, we've seen the Golden Lewis before, and maybe it might be just one of those things where like I'm just gonna like out momentum my opponent here. If I can get that one entry with Golden Lewis and just completely blowing them up, see what if they're aware and if they know how to deal with it. Because as far as I understand, like Noise is like an online warrior when it comes to like to their practice, right? They're gonna play a lot of online matches, not so much ingrained in the local scene, pinging for games on the Discord and whatnot. So what I would normally consider there's a gap in which characters are represented in the Netherlands. Gold Lewis is one of those, but for sure if you just play online, you're bound to come across plenty of them.
Honestly, he's one of the less popular characters online. We've seen statistics, and he is very underrepresented across the board. Like even in Vanquisher, you would assume like across all the ranks, Gold Lewis is at least bottom 2, I think so.
Okay.
But even in Vanquisher, he is in the bottom half of characters. So like definitely not something like a lot of people are just saying like, oh, where are all the Gold Lewises? Like where are they gone? But We see one on stream right now getting absolutely hammered by those minions. Goes into the attack super immediately, and this offense is absolutely relentless coming in from Noise.
Oh, you didn't quite get the jump up. But I mean, this is going to be the game plan for Forskin, I guess, in general, right? You're going to try and survive the Jackal onslaught into being able to get that one fantastic opener, and then you just do the really funny big man damage.
Oh, for sure.
Start swinging that coffin.
We love that big man damage. Hey, as we say that, the burst is baited. Ooh,
yeah.
Side switch into the corner.
Look at that hurt already. So much work and effort has been coming out from LMS Noise, right? Just to keep the pressure going, finding these openings, and just like that, it's only these small stray hits, but for Forskin, right, it's just going to be that one good casino into just die.
Ooh, speaking of casino, just Hail Mary with that White Wild Assault plus frames on that.
Ooh, yeah.
Calls the super out and completely blocks it.
Yeah, that's I mean, good start there from Noise. It's a question of like, can they keep it a little bit more consistent, right? Or is it just going to be all about momentum? And you know, Jackal for sure very favored in running momentum. Yeah, there it is.
The damage is coming in.
There it is.
Trying to go for the super, but hey, that happens to even the best of us.
But hey,
oh my god,
swanging. We don't stop. Perfect.
Swing that coffin. Godly, my goodness, that was such a fast round. It took only like what 10 seconds at most.
Sometimes a gold Lewis round just woe be upon these.
Jack around is like you get to block for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Gold Lewis is like, yeah, sorry man.
Sorry man, there is no blocking.
GG's.
We can go next though.
But speaking of blocking for 30 seconds, Jackal finally finds the corner. Tries to go for the defensive option of the 2S, but doesn't manage to find that. Ooh, on the 5H. I think that was a misinput DT, but we ball.
We ball. In a pretty good position here, solid life lead, but again, knowing the Gold Lewis character, that can go disappear in an instant, just like this.
There's so much damage, but Jackal does have enough meter to make something work. Doesn't manage to get that close slash, and that is gonna cost Forskin at least a positional advantage. At worst, that's gonna be costing him the game.
Oh, Red RC, we're trying to push the damage, and yeah, that will do it. So that is gonna be the round for Noise, capable of hanging with Forskin here. Put one on the board. And, yeah, still these round start situations are too much in Jackal's favor. Where
absolutely,
I see Forskin try. Might as well. You were a big beefy boy. You have a lot of health to be able to tank some of these errors.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Speaking of tanking errors, like I don't know how many more you can take this round because your health is dwindling. So no, never mind.
No,
the super unfortunate whiffing.
A bit too high there. So gets that first entry. Start swinging.
Oh, like that offense. Incredible plus frames.
Nice challenge. Oh, that's an interesting approach there from Noise, trying to swing in. Unfortunately, getting clipped out by the Thunderbird. Didn't quite have enough meter for down with the system, so a little fortunate there for Noise. The BRC slowing things down. Let's see what's going on screen. YRC, get off of me.
Good call out using that YRC, using that red RC just to swing that copy straight onto your noggin. And that's going to be one apiece in the rounds.
Watch your dome. Both players pretty even on the burst gauge here. Noise is willing to press and does find a few sneaky hits here and there, but the conversions from Forskin is what really make the difference here. Just one touch into so much damage.
And that 2P is deadly. Like it's an incredible anti-air, but finally Noise finding the hit that they sorely need, goes into straight through the wall. Positive bonus and definitely healthy on minion resources, but Forskin does have 50 tension and full burst just to keep that defense going.
Oh, certainly. The burst is on the table. Oh no, the spacing and immediately the back fist there. There you go. Now with the system, one little drone to fly afterwards. Still an opportunity. Noise. That
will that catch the landing frames?
No. Unfortunately. Oh, but they had the meter though. They had the meter, thankfully. Still, Sky fish. Yeah, get a little bit of chip damage rocking because I think at this point the position that Forskin is trying to aim for is either trying to catch you, trying to set up the goobers.
No.
Oh wow, what a jump in! No, but
my.
Yeah, I tried to bait the burst, but Forskin nerves of steel. Okay, laughing a little bit to himself, but
that was an insane fuzzy jump. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
JD is such an incredible defense tool because it covers so much of the screen, like where the opponent wants to be.
Yeah. No, we want to see the game.
Hey, thank you.
I know they're very, very handsome people, but like, let's get to the gameplay. There you go. So, missing a little bit of the, King Crimson, a little bit of time has been skipped, where now it is Forskin that has you have to burst that, but I think at that point you just kind of go like, yeah, whatever, we go next round because it was so much damage off the rip, but although Noise, if they can keep up this momentum.
Good usage of the minions in neutral, goes immediately for attack pattern. And double super, but Gold Lewis Airlines flying again. Damn, already set points, 2-0 for Fushkin, but we have seen some signs of life from Noise as well.
Yeah, for sure. They're able to take a round here from time to time, but I think just like the 1 or 2 errors that lead to the opening that Frost can capitalize massively with the damage that Gold Lewis can throw out is just been too strong of a factor. But Gruber's now with the Shiesty on, ready to just not hold anything and keep the damage turning. You see a few whiffs there, and Noise just able to dodge right out of the way. Mr. President, get down.
Right now we're straight going into the offense, and like that 2K, really, really good option to catch anything because there's so much rage on that. It goes immediately into the attack super, and Fushkin will save the burst for the next round because, I mean, Wild Assault.
Yeah, Wild Assault, but also at the same time, like it's one of those effects where Noise had such a stellar round, just a perfect, where there was no back and forth interaction to actually generate burst.
No, for sure.
But the burst coming out early here, trying to just survive the Thunderbird.
Ooh. Good stuff.
Oh.
Nice with punish on the kick, and now we're in the corner versus Gold Lewis. Goes for the throw this time. I think that was the first throw I've seen from Fushkin. Nice little mash from that 2K, just getting out of the corner as fast as possible. But different. The dead zone. The dead zone strikes again. Oh no.
A lot of things are happening. Both players, I think, a little panicky, not quite sure what's going on, but nevertheless, Fushkin able to get the counter, hit the trade, and that is sadly all that was written for LMS Noise.
Good showing though. Jacko, definitely one of the characters in general that can give a lot of unprepared people a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Because especially also on defense, where she has some great tools versus characters like Gold Lewis, for example, where you want to be really well spaced out, but Jacko can catch you with stuff like her like 2K or her 5K. Like you got one 6-framer and another 7-framer to try to capitalize as well as possible.
Shit the heads as well, man. Like,
starting a diet, bro. So we got you the perfect food. We heard you're starting they're rice cakes. It's a good way to have.
You never had rice cakes. You never had rice cakes.
You want me to die on stream? Is this the joke?
Wait, have you never had rice cakes?
I've had rice cakes, of course. It's like a Dutch thing to have rice cake. It's just they're trying to bait me with Family Guy references where I have one and just stroke out.
Like, oh yeah, no, I got it. Absolutely. And with that, I think we're going to be moving into a short break. But stay tuned. This is far from over, and I hope I will be seeing you real soon.
Take care. Oh.
That's it.
That's terrible for commentating, man.
It's insane.
It just,
That's so insane.
It just dried up my mouth. Oh my god. Oh, it's great though. It tastes nice. It tastes nice. Unlike the Family Guy thing. But like,
Don't die live on stream, bro.
no, I don't plan to. Not yet. Not yet.
Soon TM.
That's for tomorrow.
Dude.
All right, okay. We're back. We're back
back.
after a short break. Back to some Strive action. I'm Yurko, joined by Mastodon. We're going to be going straight into David BSS versus Scarfed.
Ooh.
Scarfed, of course. This guy holds no games. What? He's just nice like that.
Everyone DQ'd. Everyone was so afraid of him.
Oh, true. I think this might be actually one of the pools we're starting in pretty early on.
Yeah,
so.
no, this is the
Yeah, so Scarfed for sure. One of the favorites, I assume, to make a pretty deep run here, especially I think it was like the stellar performance at that AWT Silver. Was that? Oh yeah,
Yes,
Clash of
exactly,
Olympians. Yeah. Oh,
exactly.
the stellar performance. He won the thing.
Yup. Yeah, it was
And-
pretty good. It was a pretty good performance.
Yeah.
Clash of Olympians got second, Salty EU, silver first, and like UFA top 8 as well.
Yeah, absolute beast, and especially on the. Man, why is the character Chip? Why did I forget Chip? With the stellar character Chip, where I think what is it? The current status of him is kind of just like
Incredible. Like it's
absolutely
top tier.
yeah, and
So good.
it's to the point where like the mistakes on the character is the player's fault, really. Like
At some point, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
But especially, like, Scarf is one to not make too many mistakes. Nice little backdash on the defense coming in for Soul. That was very dangerous, but good 6 speed just to set that rope trick up as well. Now right back into the corner, but the DP is always there to help you out.
yeah, certainly. Oh, what a dish joint! The positioning there, unfortunately, able to get the finish there. The burst coming in time, able to rob some of the meter from Scarf, although he's not too pressed, right? The life lead that he does already have is going to put him in a nice position, but the air dash out straight into the
classic.
bringer. Yeah, beautiful stuff.
I love that. The Soul Classic, doesn't matter who or what you play or how you play, or I mean, obviously if you're playing Soul, the double jump into the bringer, bro. Like, that's the that's the classic.
It's so awesome, man. Who decided to give his character an air stall and watch me use it? Very nice, though. But immediately after all that, right, David BSS able to make a bit of a comeback happen. That being said, Scarf, an opening, one last touch, and okay.
Plus on whiff, bro. That's a Soul S Volcanic Viper.
Wow, the chase
Oh my
down
goodness!
there.
Wait, that just kills.
That is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the stark difference between these two. The Soul bad guy is going to be just an absolute damage dealer, which is
100%.
Yeah, just the way the character also just the way the character swings and animates. Such heavy haymakers. And
Yeah.
Chip, with the blinding mix-up that he has, his damage more so complementing these death by 1,000 cuts. Of course, if he's able to access the rogue normals, that does change up a little bit.
Oh, 100%. Because if you're ready with the confirms mid-screen, that damage can rack up real fast. Because that rope trick gives you access to your most damaging normals.
Right.
Like, just straight up.
Yeah, and again, you can see just going into the super. Fortunately, not the most damage dealing, but it's the one thing you can guarantee to get that wall break. But throw into RC, and that's another one for Scarf's book.
One apiece in the round. This is already looking really good. Feels like Scarf just needed a bit of a warm-up, but never mind. As soon as I say that, burst coming out of Scarf's side and already looking at the health deficit, very, very dangerous for Chip. Like you mentioned, Soul is the slugger. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Oh, hold on. It's looking pretty good here for Scarf, despite all the opening that Dave BSS has been able to pull off with. Now, stuck into the corner. This is where the real blender starts showing up. And Scarf is just going to go ahead and cash out here, get that wall break, get that mid-screen hard knockdown, and we'll see what the next option is going to be. The dash over. And unfortunately, David BSS not ready for that mix-up.
Oh, sets up the rope trick, and now we're going to go straight to the corner with the mix. That was insane. That was crazy. Finds that little gap in the corner and resets David BSS into the finishing combo. I like that. Genuinely, the stars are the limit for the creativity of this move. This is one of the most just incredibly designed moves that Strive has. Period.
It's definitely a very cool one indeed, but BSS keeping things nice, true, and simple. Big hits into a lot of damage. Now you're in the threat of dying to tick throws, which is also a fantastic situation.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a wild throw. Scarf does go for the backdash to try and escape from it, but just the meter is too strong on the side there for Dave BSS to be able to just simply PRC on the error there and just catch him afterwards.
Ooh. All right, full confirm just to get that meter back from the wall break. no hard knockdown, but Chip's neutral is definitely gives you the room to just break the wall raw.
Yeah.
But here we go, just all the way cruising to the wall. That's the Chip Express, baby.
Absolutely there. The wall slap into the super. You're going to get that hard knockdown running. There is still the burst available for David BSS, as well as some meter at play. We'll see if they're ready for that first one. Just no, jump in, same side. No burst just yet. Going to try and conserve it for the next round instead.
Absolutely. Now, one apiece still, the back and forth between these two is crazy. Like, if this becomes a straight up Scarf 3-0, it was a 3-0 but close, bro.
True. Oh!
No!
Yeah, okay,
no, not like this.
Smart burst there from Scarf because, for all the benefits that's on the side of Chip, one of the main trade-offs is going to be the fact that he just takes a lot more damage.
Oh, yeah. if that DP is blocked, like, was GG's. We can go next, though.
Absolutely go to the next game here, but Scarf understands that is the gambit he has involved himself with this pick. So just to keep the nerves of steel when in these situations these DPs are blocked to just move on and get to the next situation. However, David BSS here, a good grip of damage after that last touch. And
Nice.
very good, the unk check there, making it one apiece.
Unk check is crazy. That top does 20 whole last frames and just stood there.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Hey, that's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you. They even gave you the really cool orange glow, here it is, it's coming. Block it.
Oh my god. Alright, just immediately goes for the 2K2. The incredible button, both of them, and now that's just straight into the corner, and that's the offense that we all know and love from Chip.
Yeah, certainly. Immediately, a very tricky JH situation there. Very ambiguous left-right, so
100%.
of course it's a challenge for David BSS to get that block going here, and just like that, hard knockdown, getting the mix-ups going for the K AUTplayed into the Zanzen Roga, and that should be the round 1 of game number 3 going to Scarf.
And the damage off this super is just crazy. They actually made this a functional one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They actually made it for closing out games. It does an incredible amount of damage.
Which is really interesting, because a lot of supers that characters have, they use this regularly on their wall breaks, because next to the damage from the super itself being good, they also have that wall break damage.
Yeah.
For Zanzen Roga to compete with that, without all that extra bells and whistles, is it's good to see, but of course you need to know it will kill.
Incredible confirm from Scarf, goes for the Rekka 2 straight into the super. Really good awareness, and now we're straight back into the corner. Whoa! All's right there, but now we're straight back into the overhead. Nice little dash up, and now you're immediately open. Keeps the corner though, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow! Okay, look at this. We're going to see some nice damage coming out here from David BSS, and again, this is one of those demonstrations where Chip can do a lot of work, is doing a ton of work, but it just takes one solid hit from Soul to really try and shake up the whole narrative. But nevertheless, the work that Scarf put in at the beginning of this round allowed for a mistake like that to be able to survive, tank it, and get into the next option. So Scarf now with the lead, 2-1.
Okay. Has room to set up the rope, I like that, and we're straight back in the corner. But speaking of that mistake, that was a big counter hit, and that's something you need. But Scarf managing to whiff punish that Bandit Bringer, now straight back into the negative burst, 0 for both players. But that 5th attention on Chip's side is very very deadly. But hey, we'll see if he can actually manage to use it.
Yeah, if there's any health left at that point, immediately going for the fast RC into the low there. Scarf not quite ready for those. Just keeping him at bay, trying to check him to the corner, but that 5P there so fast, and a fantastic anti-hit. This is the champ.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yes, sir. We like that from Chip.
I love the mix that just lets you steal the corner through those really small gaps.
Absolutely devious indeed, but he's that last hit, has the RC to do so. Back onto the rope it goes, flat against the wall, and my goodness, optimization station coming out here from Scarf. This guy is an expert at Chip.
Man, the confirms from Scarf have just been so consistent. It feels like he hasn't done the same combo twice at all. It's just so crazy.
That is kind of true, actually. It's one of the more interesting things you can see out of a fighting game. Let's never forget, for all the cool aspects of Chip, at the end of the day, it's still Chip, and 2 mistakes. Sayonara.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's just it. 1.5 touches, not even 2 touches, bro. Then that's done. Especially Soul, that's the slugger of the game. You get a fat counter hit, and that's done.
It's definitely one of the most brutal looking counter hits. Just getting duffed across the jaw by 5H. Oh my god, this man wants you dead. Here we get Scarf in a pretty good situation. Has David BSS back towards the wall. It is finding a few straight hits here and there. That's building up the damage, but of course you want to try and get a little bit more of a consistent combo to just guarantee that wall break, get the next
Exactly.
situation started, and look for that finish.
Yep. Nice defense coming in from Scarf. I like that little dash blocking in between just to close that distance and negate any sort of FD action. But straight back to the corner, and this is looking deadly. Not enough meter to do any shenanigans, but the stagger pressure from Chip is so incredibly good that you might not need it. And there we go, finally building fit attention to get that wall break super. Hard knockdown here, and the situation is looking deadly for WBSS.
Yeah, incredible confirm off that first hit. Just straight run up into the throw. PRC, the backdash on the leaf grab, but wasn't quite ready for the punish. And you can see them fist bumping it out. It was like, oh man, I had that. I had that. What did I do?
You can't end it with a Chip command grab, man.
What did I do?
What did I do, man?
What did I do? I mean, still, fantastic showing there from Scarf. And again, it just goes to show that this guy is an absolute monster, and we're
100%.
expecting some really great things coming out from him in this bracket.
100%. Definitely one of the favorites to take home the whole thing.
Really?
I think so. I think so. Very, very highly seeded alongside people like Bushin, Dasein,
Yeah.
as well as someone like Crash.
Yeah.
And definitely this is the pinnacle of the EU scene right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's all right. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him some more often on the stream, because of course his Chip, as always, is a pleasure to watch. But you can see that there are through lines that you can catch him at his errors, and especially with characters that are leaning towards like being able to deal a lot of damage. You got your Soul,
Yep.
you got your Gold Lewis. When you
Yep.
can, that is what you do have to do, right? You have to catch that one mistake and just completely take. Man, yo, that is a major fan. I like the fit.
Yup. Hold up. Yo, show off the fit. Hell yeah.
Show
there
up
you
the
go.
fit there. Look at that. Fantastic.
What's the flag? Show off the flag. Is that Batman? Oh yeah, that is Batman. Wait, I saw the flag before.
Wait, is it Batman? Is this the Batman flag?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't remember. There was some text on it too, but I don't remember what it was.
Show the flag, Rezzle.
Nah, bro. What is my? Nah, bro. What is my pro player doing?
That's awesome. Oh my god. Great humor from both sides there. So we got. Oh wow, that you know, this is devious from the organizers.
Yeah,
Two
the
yokai
yokai.
teammates gonna have to go face off against each other. But you know, at the same time, they do it to themselves. It's such a massive organization.
Like I was about to say, like,
Yeah.
there's so many of them.
It just doesn't stop. They keep coming out of every crevice.
Voltan Taurus, obviously, a Slayer player, and Rezel with the Bedman, but also Dizzy.
True. Like, I do respect that from Rezel, right? Like, because we all know from the time that he was repping the Batman was well before all the needed changes to really make this a viable character. That he was just sitting down in the lab, just doing everything, the full research to make the character function. And then now on the same project with Dizzy, so to say, I do wonder if it's like, if he hops on the character because it's like, okay, it's interesting, and then, oh wow, this is kind of doomed, but I'm that guy. Or he's like literally looking for these awful characters and being like, I can make it happen, I can fix them.
Like, low-key, he kind of was that guy. When Bedman was considered bad. Really bad. Before certain buffs, Rezel was kind of that guy.
Yeah, I believe that.
genuinely.
Yeah, I certainly have faith in all that. So we'll see what comes out, because Volta, if I'm not mistaken, Slayer?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
I don't think Rezel's too keen in playing that out with Dizzy, I think.
Honestly, I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because the ice field was both the ice spike and the ice field were the things that were buffed among other things.
Right, yeah.
But that ice field kind of just completely cripples Slayer. Like the dash, the step dash won't work.
Okay.
Mappa hunch won't work.
Okay.
The dandy step, I think that it just doesn't work. Like, so if you got the ice field out as Dizzy versus Slayer, like he's kind of sitting ducks.
You know, actually, yeah, now that you bring that up, that is most certainly probably the angle here, because we already see Dizzy here for this button check, and it is a setup. You do require a little bit of space to deploy the ice field,
For
but
sure.
at the same time, it's like, you know, you need one burst
Yeah.
to just be in a space enough to get things rolling, and then just like that, the character doesn't function.
Exactly.
It literally, yeah, considering it all put together, Slayer punishes himself by winning, because the burst occurs and then the ice field is down, and you're like, well, I had fun.
That's some philosophical stuff
Yeah.
right there. You
So-
win, but you lose.
Yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you lose some more.
Now that's the it is what it is mentality.
It is. We ball.
we look in, man.
We lock in, man. So we'll see what how Volta is going to approach this, because I think it's. I mean, at the same time, we talked about character popularity with Goldberg being under like unrepresented, but I think Dizzy is also just like
for sure
in the down there state. Like people were definitely very excited. Shout out to Deck, and
shout out to Deck.
Unfortunately, they just did all those players so dirty with how she released. Oh no, okay, the Bedman after all.
Yeah, I see that.
That also works. I mean, this is a comfort pick, so of course he's going to go try and tussle out a little bit more. We're going to see the classic Rezel 2P mash to get out of pressure situations, which it's a great 2P to be doing this, right? We're talking about into Slayer. You do need to find these opportunities to interact into him
100%.
to be able to deny the pressure, which is also at the same time the double-edged sword of that's exactly what he wants.
100%.
But Bedman 2P is phenomenal.
It is. As well as the 6P, which Rezel is definitely the greatest user for.
You were holding back from saying the A in that. Or the AB, yeah. But here we go. Bun checks out of the way. Both players are ready to rock. As immediately just straight into the K-Mappa.
Oh, nice check on the far side. Goes for the dandy, but you cannot escape the Bedman. Oh, what a cross up. Yo, I got hit on that. And now he's straight back into the corner. And you, okay.
Oh, hold on. H going to work out quite nicely here, trying to approach, but yeah, Bedman was like, we talk about Icefield being a big major shutdown, but like here it is.
Oh
Bedman
my god!
Hold on, we do thread the needle through all the needles.
All right, yeah, because Slayer's backdash is omega slow, so baiting supers that actually reach really far, it's a bit shaky.
Yeah, Hand of Doom though does corner steal, which
nice.
I think at this point, like, you want to keep the momentum going, so I wouldn't. It's cool, but. You know, it's not Slayer of the old where the corner steal is going to be all too crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, there we go. The 6P on the Mappa Hunch exactly as I envisioned it in my mind's eye. Woo! And the combos are going to be going, use your head, says Bedman, straight to the wall. Oh, never mind. Too high up.
Second time today already.
Yeah, it's been a recurring phenomenon in this bracket, and finally getting that installed versus Slayer.
Yeah, ooh, there we go. We love the palm anti-air there from Slayer, that close slash. Reach for the skies and gets one hit raw, but Volta not quite ready for it, but nevertheless able to get into a nice big counter. Deflect shield, red RC to just maintain pressure right in Rezel's face.
Good spacing on that 2H and just going to be straight up into the wall break thanks to that pile bunker effect.
Oh, nice. Beautiful 6P there, and the quass up. Good stuff there from Volta. Quass up?
The quass up.
We're going to finish that quass up. Burst still available for them.
Nice. Good usage of Mappa Hunch, keeping it close. In the corner versus Slayer, and just goes for the grab. Good call out for Rezel.
Yeah, nice indeed. And the bedfall has been so deadly for Volta. Like, they've struggled to be able to block that so far, which, you know, granted, it's very tricky. The way Rezel is setting these up, right? Hold on. He kind of nice with that.
He kind of got that. He got that on, though.
Yeah, he's that guy. Oh, no Hand of Doom for you. This is a big-ass crawling projectile. Try to dash this one. See what happens. Rezel taking that first game.
You were talking about Hand of Doom earlier, as it's a little bit of a shaky option that Slayers use on defense.
Yeah.
I think like that's 100% correct. Yeah. I think that's Hand of Doom is very much, when it works, incredible.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work as a DP, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think it works as like a reversal more so to say like I have these invul frames and I'm going to do it right when you think you can challenge.
Exactly. But like there are certain situations where there are quote-unquote guaranteed, like for example versus Golois, where Hand of Doom is actually kind of decent on defense. Okay. Like in those situations, that's when you want to know how to use Hand of Doom. But Rezel is so relentless, you don't get a chance. Volta just you has to use that burst to not take some fat damage. Speaking of fat damage, here goes Slayer.
Oh, wants a little greedy reset, but Rezel is aware. I mean, that's going to be the thing when you play against teammates is that how often do these two play against one another, right? So, like, how familiar are you with the habits that that's the point that Volta would be looking to get that reset running.
Has the hard knockdown and the error prepared. Yeah, you just kind of have to stand. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, this is an incredible checkmate situation. Like, if
we did see Volta able to like get one hit in there. And there's the 2H, but ooh, no, we're down to last sliver here, so we get chipped out. Then just to keep away, it's just also difficult. You do have to try and swing in.
Yeah.
With something like Mappa to try and tag Rezel there to stop the onslaught of projectiles, but oh, is it such a commit?
Keeping it plus with the error, that's a big combo in the corner, and now you have to use burst to get that. Especially, my goodness, that has to feel so rough.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Look at this. Didn't have the meter. Okay, I mean, had the meter. Don't know why he didn't go for the finish there, but nevertheless, just that last touch, and that should be 2-0 right now for Rezel, just so supremely in control. And I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken by the yokai structure, right, is that Rezel is one of those dudes that's up there as like the mentor figure, really trying to get everyone up to speed and further empower yokai.
Gotcha.
And that's just one of those elements where he's sitting down there with the yokai army, and I feel like in some form or another has either played or witnessed them play, and is just utterly familiar with just about a lot of aspects.
Gotcha.
At the same time, that's going to be the case for the opponent, I hope. But there's just some really ambiguous stuff that comes out as well as checkmate situation that's so difficult for people to deal with.
Oh my god, the 6B. That's the infamous one. Has the arrow prepared as well, and that JD is so deadly in Rezel's hands. Like, never finds more creative ways to use that.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah, he's looking at his controller right now.
Oh no.
Yeah,
that's so unfortunate.
That happens. Oh, it's the first one of today, but yeah, I mean, as sad as it is, it's just one of those cases of like, hey, you are tasked with attending event to be, have a functional controller.
Yeah, obviously.
When these situations occur, it's I'm going to see how they decide to move on forward from this, because like knowing the competitive spirit between them, maybe they start over again. But we can see here, I got Shocker offering up his pad.
We'll see what will happen. But
wait, did it just die?
No way, just completely bricked itself.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It looks to be the case. It just stopped. Like, hold on, plug it in again. Oh, okay. Signs alive. Okay, yeah, okay, now it works. So I think they're going to decide how they move on forward from this.
We'll see if there's a verdict from TOs, but for now, we're just waiting for a verdict.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like this happens all the time.
Yeah.
Genuine is just the name of the game, no matter what happens. Oh yeah, and they just decided to give Volta and Tyrus the round. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, it happens. So just take the round. I don't think the meter, the burst resource changed all too much in that situation. So pretty net neutral. You're just down around it. It is what it is, and they keep on marching.
Oh, Master Hammer's #1 defender right here, Volta and Tyrus. Fat counter hit, and Rezel is just forced to get that burst to get Slayer off of him and just mitigate as much damage as possible. But speaking of it, you cannot mitigate this though. Oh yeah.
That is a lot of damage. Not just a kill yet, but with the hard knockdown and the amount of health that Volta has, it's certainly like an immense hill to climb up from. So it is going to be what it is, as Volta does in the end score one game. So hashtag not free.
I love that.
We appreciate that.
100%.
Yeah, I do wonder though, because like, is he? Like, I don't want to discredit Volta, but like, is it more controller issues that allowed them to secure the win, or I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. It may also be a case of like, okay, just a little bit of a. You zone out, right? Like the situation ices you out. You lose focus, and then Volta is still right in that zone, so they're able to just capitalize on top of it. But we'll see. We'll see how this closes.
I mean, I feel out of it at the moment. It kind of just stops the momentum, unfortunately. But I mean, this thing happens. Like, it's no one's fault.
Yeah.
The controller could be 100% functioning. Like,
you've tested it all day.
Exactly,
like, it's like I had this, and then my whole pool so far perfect, and then just now on stream, personally to embarrass you, it turns off.
On stream, by the way.
Yeah, on stream, like your #1 op, your own hardware.
Honestly, yeah. Listen, if I could have a sit down real talk with my hardware, I 100% would, man. Like, listen, the amount of times. Never mind. We're going back to the game.
Fair enough. Stop posting this for Twitter.
100%.
As Rezel not letting what happened before dissuade them at all. Already starting off the pressure very, very strong.
100%.
Volta doing what they can to just try and FD, create a little bit of space, and at least not suffer chip damage.
Yep. Nice. Finally managed to find that head and goes into the install immediately.
Oh!
Wait. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
If it worked, it worked. That's the type of game we're playing right now.
If it works, it works.
Goes for the air stall. What a shimmy! Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that's that Slayer spice that we're all looking for. You dash through, your opponent pressing a button the wrong way like a dummy.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
for breaking ankles.
Yeah, true, true.
All right, Ressa looking worse for wear right now, but we have known this man to come back time and time again, but not this time. Not this time.
No, not this time. So indeed, Volta, if the start is good and they can maintain the pressure right on top of Rezo, it's a good case to be able to close that round. But of course, to get things started, Redman has so much priority going into these rounds,
100%.
especially when like situations are ever so slightly in Rez's favor. Just backs away, starts going for projectiles. Otherwise, you know, this.
That chip damage is so deadly as well. Look at that piling up slowly but surely. Rizal has only gotten one clean hit, not even a combo during this whole sequence. Wait, does that hit behind? It does, but he blocked it.
Yeah, that is crazy hit effect. But hey, nevertheless, Volta, I to an extent aware, right? Because like at other times you do this dash to a slay and you think like, surely not, right? I'm gonna go press.
Surely not this time, right?
Boom, flies back the wrong way. You're like, what?
Bas.
Oh, Bas, Alta.
And that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
3-1 for Rezel. Good stuff, good showing. And also Rezel, like, just EU staple.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially on home territory. So I'm very interested to see how far he's able to make it go. Is he going to rep the flag once more?
No.
Yeah, that was our pro player doing. Alrighty. So I think with that, we've gotten the signal that we're going to go yet again on another short break. So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Grab a little drink. Go to the toilet. Make sure you are back here promptly as the Guilty Gear Strive action does not end. We'll be catching you shortly right after the break.
Peace.
When you come back around.
Yeah, Rob gave me the low yesterday, but I don't know what it is.
Ready for saying anything.
Testing. Oh.
I can eat myself.
All right.
In Swedish, we have to call it the same word. It's like it's the same thing.
Ah, I see. Yeah, Scandinavian fucking language. I mean, I kind of get your sentiment because I think there's some languages, for example, that I don't think they sound good in music. Like, I think Polish sounds good. People like when you tell them like it. Maybe it's just
Wait for the first. Oh yeah, first game.
it might be the other.
Welcome back after a short break and a little switch. If you think that Yucker looks a little bit different, that's because, shocker, that's not Yucker. That's my guy, the one, the only, Sea Salt.
Let's go.
How you doing,
I'm doing
man?
great. Oh my god, the mic kind of peaked there. But yeah, I'm clearly not Yucca, I'm Sea Salty. But it's good to be back in Vienna, you know. You might have seen me last year, maybe, if you were, you know, here. Am I actually watching the stream, you know? Who knows?
Oh yeah, sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, we still got quite a lot of games left to
We
pull,
have a fair
so
amount of games.
it's still, you know, some high matches. I was watching the last couple ones. They were pretty exciting.
Everything like from the beginning as well. Like we opened with like Crash versus Bushin.
Oh yeah, that's
That was a crazy game.
insane.
That's an insane game.
Yeah.
And like I think the Bushin is just like been cruising through pool. Well, cruising more or less like plus minus, you know, with the error margins.
Yeah.
But like there are some crazy players here.
Oh yeah, it's insanely stacked. Like especially compared to last year because it wasn't an Knuckle Tour event. This year it's like everyone wants to come, everyone wants the points because it's the last event or one of the last events. It's the last European event, right? So.
Yep.
All right, looks like we have Athenea versus Boss Cypher on the setups here.
Yeah, we were talking about because we were either going to be looking at Athenea versus Boss Cypher or Tave versus...
No, that way versus that way versus Forskeren.
Forskeren, yes, exactly.
Also known as Hey Halo, yeah.
Exactly. But for now, I mean, you talked a bit about Boss Cypher. I don't think, unfortunately, I've heard that name before.
I mean, I've heard of it, and Boss Cypher hasn't appeared in too many offlines, at least the ones I've seen. But they're a very solid Axel player, which is really weird because usually you don't have two really good Axel players.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some previous results here as well. Also, they got fifth at Clash. Yes, the top 8 at Clash, which is pretty good.
That's really good. Also, like, listen, the other player barely needs any introduction.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, of course.
One of the most prominent Jacko players in the world currently, getting 9th. I think. Wait. I thought Axel's tornado just sent a little minute.
That'll be a neat interaction. 2.0. Make it happen. Make it happen.
We need more silly interactions.
Exactly. We need more soul. You know, some whimsy and Guilty Gear Strive. This game's too methodical. You know.
It's too serious.
Exactly. We just need more random stuff. We need more Faust. Faust needs to be good in the game. Actually, that's what needs to happen. Okay. 10 minutes in, I'm already down playing.
You're crossing a line. Listen, Izzy, if you're in chat...
You didn't hear it. You didn't hear that.
Oh, my days. I hope everyone's having a great time. I hope you're sticking around, not only for the rest of these pools, but also top 8 tomorrow.
Well,
it's gonna be, I'm so excited.
It's going to be hype.
Because I just don't know who is going to be qualified for top 8, because there's so many contenders that can just, like...
Yeah, things can just change. Like I think
100%.
before the bracket started, a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, this player's going to get in," and to an extent, that is correct. Like we got people like Bushin's in already in top 8, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and then we like other people were like Dysonologist, I think as well. Yeah. So yeah, you got some people that you already expect, and then, but then again, upsets happen, and we've seen that happen a lot of times already. But it looks like we are getting into the game right now.
Yeah. That's a woof, all right, because I have seen Athenea picking up Ramethel as a secondary character, especially for matchups like these where notoriously Ram has been super good at the Axel.
I feel like it's the other way around. I think Athenea started as a Jacko player and then switched to Ram recently.
Yeah, no, that's like Ram.
Oh, yeah. As a second, moving from primary to secondary.
Exactly.
I see what you're putting down now. Yeah.
But now we're just straight going into it. And Ram, even though she is very good at the Axel, you have to know the spacing at which you're most effective at it.
For sure.
You have to know that speed of your sprint as well, because that is the strongest tool of Ram versus this character.
Yeah, you need to dash block, especially in this matchup. But it looks like Boss Cypher is going to get the first round here. Pretty clean. You know, just got one anti-air, small read, and then just snowballed off there. But it doesn't mean anything too much. Like, especially since like the crux of this matchup is mostly like the neutral anyway. Like I got long pokes, as you said, like I want to make sure that I'm at my optimal range. But obviously both players are going to make that very difficult with like FD and spacing and there's little shimmies there as well.
Because Ram is one of the few characters that can actually challenge Axel after he's used the Rainwater.
Really?
He's plus. Like you saw that, the trade, because 5H, Ram's 5H is 12 frames.
Yeah.
Like he's so fast. Like you have to be ready for anything.
And that 5H gives you so much reward as well.
Yes.
Counter hit, regular hit, it's insane. What about a whiffing? We got a small punish. Can't get anything too crazy. But now Afanea trying to fight for their life here, and it looks like Boss Cypher takes the game.
Good stuff, Boss Cypher. Very in control of the neutral.
Yeah.
100%, absolutely. And now she's going straight back into the character. So like, are we going to be seeing the Jacko?
The Jacko already, yeah. Just at the
so.
first round at Ram to feel it out, and then switching into the main here.
If it don't work, like sometimes you gotta be feeling it out, like just feeling how your opponent is playing. And Yucker said it earlier, like if you change character after a set, you kind of keep your opponent on their toes.
Yeah, because they have to adjust.
Exactly,
Whereas you've got the muscle memory, you're familiar with the character, you're probably familiar with the matchup as well.
100%.
But it's also nice as well for your mental, because sometimes, like, let's say you play two characters, like, you know, you've got a really strong secondary, then you don't get to play them in the set, and then you just think, like, oh, what if I switched? But now Afanea has got that knowledge. It's like, Ram's not working out, I know I have to play Jacko. I have to go comfort pick here. Even though if the matchup is slightly worse, you need that confidence boost.
100%, 100%. And at the end of the day, it's always a human pilot in the character.
Exactly.
So, but looking way better right now as Jacko versus Axel, but Boss Cypher is not giving up just yet with the first win.
Oh my god.
That is so insane.
But yeah, I mean, at this point, again, we're in the same situation we had last game, where Afanea is literally just fighting for her life, and looks like one Winter Mantis is going to take it. No burst on both players though, so it's looking a bit more even, whereas I think last game Boss Cypher had a lot of the burst control. I mean, Afanea even like died having burst in the second round as well in the last game, so resource-wise it's definitely a bit more even.
Absolutely. Now we're going back into the corner pressure that we all know and love from Jacko. Got that 50 tension to get that wall break super, a hard knockdown. That is exactly the type of momentum that Afanea needs right now to bring it back.
Definitely. We got hard knockdown here, just a safe jump here, straight into the corner. It goes for the reset. Doesn't matter, gets it anyway.
It works.
As long as it kills, it's optimal.
100%.
That's all we got to say. But yeah, now evening it out finally, taking a round off Boss Cypher, so definitely another momentum shift here.
Oh no, catches Afanea jumping with that tornado, fully charged as well. That is a decent amount of damage because Axel can just confirm off of anything at any range because he's such a good tool.
Yeah.
Burst with so little HP left.
Yeah, we got the same situation again, but yeah, going back to the tornado though, like the tornado is so difficult to actually cross, like, because it's Axel forcing the other player to like make a wrong move, because either you want to super jump over it, maybe you want to air block it, so force the Axel to do something, but either way, you're literally in Axel's zone, like you're playing Axel's game, and only a certain amount of characters can really like kind of skip it. But yeah. But yeah, it's definitely hard. I mean, Jacko the minions do go through, I think, but then you have to be at long range, whereas like Boss Cypher, you know, he's shown that he's got this like really good knowledge of spacing, especially in this both of these matchups actually.
Oh my god, look at that damage from full screen.
Yeah.
Like just eating Renson after Renson, and just that singular 2H is going to be finishing the round, and Boss Cypher is already on set point.
Yeah, we barely explained Axel's kit and it's already set point, it's crazy. But now we got 2K2D into minion mix. Mashes out though that 2K, very strong button for Axel. Otiju the tornado, now back neutral. Minions on the board now, Afanea in the leading position here. Going to the corner, we're going to get a wall splat here. Yeah, super wall splat, positive bonus, that's exactly what you need right now. Cypher will have one bar though, so YRC is on the table.
Absolutely. A hard knockdown, used the deflection just to escape, and that 2H was so clutch to get that counter hit. Now going back to full screen, where Afanea has to fight her way out of this, like, genuinely the torture vortex.
You're in the Axel torture chamber now. Okay, backsteps the Winter Mantis. RC, keeping it safe. Another RC for the anti-air, but he actually comes out too late, and Afanea gets the counter here.
Oh my god.
2K2D forces the burst. Final interaction for her players, and Afanea gets it. Another round on the board.
For sure. That's the comeback she sorely needed.
Definitely. Okay, nice jump over here, cross up. Into minion mix again. Let's see what the mix is after the soft down. It misses the throw. That's so unfortunate.
Now Axel just back to doing what Axel does best, zoning from full screen, and now you got the time stop super good with whatever you want. Just up to save it, just to stay plus on the next interaction.
It's so oppressive though. Like even if you save it, like you do one wrong move and then time stop, you're dead, right? And then the Axel can do whatever. They can like teabag you and then go, then go for TK Axel bomber like 3 times and then just like aura farm. You don't want that happening.
No, not really.
But now we're back in Renson Hell. We got S Cheer Super. So Afanea is going to get screen control. The minions didn't even tank the normal. It just went through. And that's Boss Cypher taking the set with a really weird interaction.
That was Afanea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh! My bad. The screen just flashed and I didn't see who won. But yeah, the minions did tank it.
The minions from downtown without the
exactly. See, I had so little faith in Jacko that I just thought it was Axel, man. Like, goddamn.
I see that. And those, like, Afanea is a really, really good user of that defense super.
Oh, yeah.
She just uses those minions very, very oppressively. And it's a very minion-based playstyle that she has described it as herself.
I mean, yeah, S Cheer is just a really good super in general. Like, you have to respect it. It's the same thing. Like, I know we said time stop, you have to respect it, but this one you actually have to respect it. Like, you are no longer playing the game.
For sure.
But now Afanea in the corner, get back dash gets caught, and then now we're back to Boss Cypher Gaming, where Afanea is stuck in the corner, just trying to dodge every single sickle, every single Renson, every single tornado, and you know, it's a tough spot to be in for sure.
The torture vortex.
Oh no!
No, that's so unfortunate.
Me when I pause the game to take cool screenshots in the middle of the tournament.
You know, the funniest part is, it's like, save replay.
Yeah. Hide UI, take some screenshots, post it on Twitter, let's go.
It's like, oh no, I did a mistake.
Yeah. Yo, like, check out this cool mix. Oh, there we go, we're fine, we're back.
Perfect. All right, it seems that
they just continued the game, yeah, that's fair enough.
I mean, no, I think that it was Boss Cypher who accidentally paused.
Yeah.
And now Afanea just is going to be taking the round.
Oh, actually, okay, I see, yeah. Because Axel's just, tanking the super.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
It happens, it can happen to anyone. It can happen to you, me.
That was like divine intervention. They were like, Afanea is literally on the ropes, and then the PlayStation gods are like, here, have a free round on the house. Alright, nice snipe on the minion here. Afanea not catching the whiff, the recovery frames of that, unfortunately. Now Winter Mantis into a mix. What Cypher's got? Okay, forces the burst. You're still in the corner against Axel, full screen, just where he wants you. 2D counter hit, gets the full conversion as well. Goes for a Renson reset. PLC mix. What's it going to be? Okay, actually Abare's out, very nice.
That was a really good jump out of the corner, but now you have the advantage. Axel, unfortunately, within that throw. Now we're going to go straight into the corner, but no, the defense, the 2K is just too good. And Boss Cypher has shown time and time again why it's so good. 5 frames confirms into a full combo, and that is going to be it. 3-1 for Boss Cypher.
Unfortunately. Afanea got that golden tick over the extra round, but then again, it's also you lose concentration because like something happened in the middle of the set, you know, you lose momentum, so it is very unfortunate. But yeah, 2K is one of the buns of all time, for sure.
I just want to point out, Geese mentioned. Geese mentioned. Big ups. We killing Geese. We murdering.
Damn, what does everyone go against Goose? Everyone's favorite Johnny player.
Oh my days.
Damn. All right, well that means that the next game is probably, unless the schedules change, it's going to be that way versus. I almost said the wrong. I almost pronounced the wrong again. I stopped myself. I have restraint.
Yep.
I have restraint. Okay.
I'm happy about that.
I like the Scandinavians pronounce the Scandinavians' names. It's okay.
No, listen, I don't know either, man. Listen, Danish is a foreign concept to Swedes. Don't worry about it.
That's fair. It's so far away, just across the border.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, no,
that's way too far. That's way too far. I mean, if you're going to cross the border, you know, you might as well cross the border to Vienna, to Outplayed. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Vienna.
Shout outs to Vienna. Shout outs to Outplayed.
Also, another shout out real quick to the big M.
The Big M? The Big M just finished actually recently.
Oh,
I saw.
No, that's unfortunate.
You'll never guess who was in Grand Finals actually.
Was it maybe a certain Gold Lewis player?
Ex-Gold Lewis player. They swapped off it, but
Yeah.
you'll never guess who the other person was. I was actually surprised when I saw.
Wait, actually, no clue, actually.
Really? I'll give you a clue. They can bench 150. I don't even need to say the name at this point.
Shoutouts to the Meltdown people, and shoutouts to the Arc World Tour, because as we all know, Outplayed gold event, one of
Finally.
one of the last events of this whole what should we call it? Like Arc World Tour?
Yeah,
basically?
it's the tour. Yeah, it's literally the end of the
Tour, yeah.
season, right? Exactly. So that's why you see like people just locking in, super desperate to get these points.
100%.
You know, even if you don't have any points, you want to at least have points on the leaderboard, so you can, you know, then you have an authority to talk about game balance.
Yeah, your opinion is always more valuable.
Exactly. And I mean, from this point, every player on here has got valid opinions because they all pretty much have like World Tour points like this far into the bracket. Mostly, I feel like.
Yeah, I think you can scrounge up a few ones if you're, what is it, top 16, I think?
I think it's top 8 only, right?
Is it only top 8? Okay,
It might be
fair
top 8
enough.
or top 16. I know top 16 you get like, top 8 you get like, if you're like 7th, you get like, I think 6 Arc World Tour points or 8, one of those two.
Close one.
Yeah, close one. We evaded it, but yeah, that way obviously two-time winner of Outplayed. Not last year, but the 2 years before that.
Right.
Their streak got like completely destroyed by Rezel. So.
Yep, I do remember that.
And we actually do see Rezel on cam right now. He's whispering some devious strategies into his ear.
Oh, for sure.
Pig Bedman and JS. You know you want to do it.
Oh, are we actually going to see the goal from Forskan?
Maybe.
Damn.
I was actually surprised to see it because, you know, Forskan, also known as Hey Halo, is, you know, when you think of that name, you think of Zato.
Zato, that's for sure. But he's been dabbling with Gold Lewis.
With the Lewis.
Yep, absolutely.
Which is really crazy because another Gold Lewis player in this bracket actually told me the character, they're not really feeling it, unfortunately. I mean, you know who that is.
We all know who that is.
We all know who that is.
Oh. But I think, listen, I'll lay it down. I've been playing Gold Lewis for a while. I think he's still good.
Yeah,
he's
no.
really good.
Just because the JD is gone doesn't mean, you know, the character's completely cooked.
No, for sure not.
God Crush is still an oppressive mechanic, and the fact that you can just loop God Crush, you know, makes you, and you're a big body, you got meter gain up the like everywhere, like it's just crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no other characters that do that, you know. It's just God Lewis. No other character. No other character has the kind of infinite God Crush and a million meter. None.
Very limited to one specific character in the game.
Yes, of course. Going on comms and spreading misinformation is crazy. But yeah, there we go. We got Outplayed. Yeah, both of these two were actually last year's top 8. So they did. They played against each other quite a lot because Hey Halo just appeared and then he's here again. Oh, I mean, under a new name this time, obviously. Maybe the new name's going to be, you know, like the power boost that Hey Halo needed or Forskan needed, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly. We're doing the button check. Obviously, always a really good idea to do that.
Of course.
Everyone make mistakes, even me.
Yeah.
Like,
make sure you have your pause button ready as well to take some screenshots.
The PS button needs to be there.
Yeah. No, the correct layout is like punch, kick, dust, start. That's the taunt, one of those two, you know?
You gotta be ready with the taunt, especially if you're like playing something like Axel.
Oh, of course, yeah. Axel is mandatory.
No, 100%.
Did you see if Boss Cypher had a taunt on or not during the button check?
No, I didn't actually.
I didn't look either. We need to see next time because they'll be back. They're still in. They're still in winners. So
yeah, for sure.
Exactly. we got a lot of support for that wave. That wave's a very beloved player in the well, obviously here in Vienna, especially because they're a local, and just in the EMEA region in general.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the sole bad guy players with the most winsy.
No combo drops for that wave. We're manifesting that.
Yeah, exactly.
But
well, it's fine. Chat curse doesn't exist as long as we don't say it.
No,
it's
yeah,
fine.
for
As long as
sure.
it's not commentator's curse, it's all good.
It's a chat curse.
Chat curse, yeah. All right, looks like this might be the real game. Forskan locked in, staring at the ceiling, praying for a higher power. Maybe, who knows?
Bro usually talks to himself as well.
Oh my god,
it's so
that's
funny.
like the anime protagonist stuff. It's like, if I can get over Souls 2K, I might be able to win this game.
If we get a player cam after like one of the rounds, you'll see it's incredibly like I love the tactics. You sometimes you just gotta talk to a real one yourself.
Yeah, so true. I mean, if you can't talk, if you can't get reassurance from yourself, then you can't get reassurance from anyone else, right? Like you gotta believe in yourself first. All right, goal burst, taking it out here. Even though you missed the throw, you still get the goal burst. You got positive bonus, so you got that defense bonus, you got that damage bonus, you got meter, and now that wave looking to spend that meter in the corner here. Tap dust mix actually gets blocked here.
Unfortunate drop right there, and that means that Forskan is still in the corner, and that wave is just relentless on the sole offense. But the fuzzy jump JD, unfortunate punish on that throw as well. But that means that Golem is out of the corner, but straight into the other one.
Exactly. So now that wave is probably going to clean it up. No more resets, hopefully, right? Surely. I mean, if anyone's going to aura farm with resets, it's going to be that wave.
I love that the chat is already manifesting like no combo drops, but
Yeah, it was a reset, okay?
100%,
If you win the round, it's a reset.
Yeah.
If you lose the round, it's a combo drop. That's how it works, you know? The winners write history, as they say. But now we got frame traps into frame traps, and that way just winning that interaction here. Jumping over the 5P, back throw into the mid screen, blocks the gold dust here. Just keeping spacing away. Like, hey, Halo's just jumping around, spinning that coffin, but that wave is not biting. Not taking the bait.
Oh my god.
And then we got the wall splat, Volcanic Viperu, and now we got one more interaction here from that wave. Just 6H on the screen transition. Like, every Soul player does that. Like, they see, I'm in neutral, 6H. Get that in here.
It's
1 billion damage. Yeah.
It's a 9-framer, right?
Yeah.
It's like incredibly fast to just like finish stuff up, especially if you have meter.
Exactly. Because then you can make it safe as well.
Yeah,
It's all good.
exactly.
All right, now it looks like the
okay.
Zato one's coming in.
Yes.
Let's go.
I'm unreasonably hyped to see this character switch.
Of course. Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
The alleged underdog character that's surprisingly strong. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, like Zato players, they love to say, oh yeah, this character, you know, is so cooked. But like, it's been like 7 patches in season 3. Like the character's playable now. Let's be real.
Oh, for sure. I genuinely think Zato is pretty strong.
No, definitely. Yeah.
If you don't have a DP versus Zato,
Then you're cooked already.
Yeah, but luckily for Soul,
Yeah, Soul has DP and a 5-frame 5K as well.
Exactly.
So, wait, is it 4-frame or 5-frame? Because I remember got nerfed from being a 3-frame.
5-frame.
5-frame, okay.
he still has a 4-framer though.
Yeah, exactly. And a 4-frame is even better because like
Yeah,
you want
for
these like safe, like fast buttons just to deal with Eddie.
Exactly. But Zato on defense, that's something that's always going to be dire, especially against the character that's Soul. Tries to go for the burst bait, doesn't manage to get it, but that 5 into the RC will force that wave's burst, and now we're right back into the corner, and it's Forskren's turn right now with that oppose. Right back into the mix, the sandwich, but that wave blocks
the
everything! What?
He's got that zoomer reaction. All right, forces the burst from Halo, so we got all the resources on the table. All the chips are down. Doesn't block the low-high mix. Goes for a reset, doesn't finish it off, but still gets it anyway.
That defense was nuts. Just highs, lows. You
Yeah.
ain't going through.
That wave more like that defense.
Ooh.
But yeah, now we're back to neutral. Opposed being spammed out as well as Gunflame, but finally that wave getting some pressure in here. Corner pressure. Hey Halo FDing desperately, pushing out that wave. You know, doesn't want that pressure to continue, and finally gets some breathing room to pull out Eddie, but that wave just jumps across him and gets that throw. And now we're back to Oki.
Oi! Wait, wake up, command grab. Hey, if it works, it works.
I mean, I think that wave tried for some kind of like frame kill or something, because it was like a whiff fast slash or something like that. And then Hey Halo kind of picked up on it and was like, yeah, I'll just command throw it.
Yeah, absolutely. Frustrating going through the wall, and that's a life deficit I've ever seen one. But is healthy on the resources and finally managed to get a hit. Nice 2K 2D. Eddie is still. Wait, is that the school of Shinky, the backdash BRC?
But yeah, but what's crazy about that previous interaction, by the way, is like that was like oppose anti-airing Bandit
yeah.
Revolver. Like you don't even have to deal with the PRC mix,
No.
just have Eddie tank it for you.
Yup. I like that. Oh, those are so
Sun Void.
incredibly good.
Eddie's down on the table. What's that wave gonna do? FD pushing him away. Oh, almost blocks the full mix, but gets caught by the 2K here. Oh, and then whiffs throw and gets command thrown himself. And I think no, OTG won't be able to do it, but hey, Halo's still in a position here. Oh, cancels the tap dust and gets him over the low. Like, yeah, you can react to tap dust. I can use that against you.
Exactly. the lower head, the infamous.
The lower head, exactly. And now we got Soul taking the corner once again. That wave in the position where he wants to be. Like, there's no burst on Zato's side as well, so like your pressure's super safe. There is deflect shield on the table, but like against Soul, it's not the greatest thing, especially if you're just doing it on off vibes instead of a read.
Exactly.
And speaking of vibes, we've got a vibe-based combo right here. That wave just vibing straight into a wall break with positive bonus as well.
Good mash. I like that. 2PRC straight into the corner. That's exactly where you want to be. Eddie gauge is completely full now, so now you can do whatever you want.
Oh, the Volcanic Viper escape, and you didn't even get punished for it. That's insane.
Wait, that was to escape the command grab.
Yeah.
What?
That is so smart, and that wave from that one interaction just takes the game. That is insane. That is insane knowledge. I assume that was on purpose. It'd be funny if it was just an accident, like that way maybe trying to like DP the overhead or something like that, but that's, yeah.
I'm shook. I'm genuinely shook. Now as we go into the third and possibly final game, because that wave has been looking
roll.
very confident.
Oh, but that DP bait is definitely going to help out Forskin there. But that wave just DPs again. It's like, yeah, I just saw you bait it. You know, you're not going to do the same thing twice in a row, right? You have to take momentum at some point. Exactly.
You have to vary.
Exactly.
No.
No. Rule of three is a thing for a reason.
Facts,
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, facts.
Oh, and another DP gets blocked.
good burst. I
So
like that.
it seems like that wave is just alternating between believing in the bait and not believing in the bait.
As every Soul player should do.
Of course, you got to gamble.
Yeah.
But now we got the sandwich combo here from Force Gun here. Sun Void misses, but Eddie's still on the table, so it's still Zato's turn, and yeah, that's the round.
Absolutely. Signs of life for Forskan right now.
Desperately needs a... Oh, the anti-air from that wave. Really patient as well, because, you know, like that whole hover is there to catch out like 6Ps or maybe a Volcanic Viper or something like that, but yeah, the delay to 5P, giving that wave just so much reward for that. Gets the corner, gets like a bunch of meter, now gets the wall break as well, like, and we're back to just this momentum, like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like snowball effect, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
The drills, yeah, catching out Soul here. Come with the frog on the table here with the Sun Void. Eddie keeping the pressure. 5D gets spaced out though. Oh, but the RC. Okay, never mind. That wave still gets it.
The RC catching that.
Yeah, I think that was the first hit of the super actually missed. I think.
Yeah.
And then that wave was like, oh shit, I missed. I'm gonna PLC and then try to correct it, and it still worked out.
Absolutely.
And luckily, Halo kept their burst as well, because I think if they saw the whiff and they bursted, I think that might have. Oh no, because it could have been burst baited as well with the PLC. Absolutely. So who knows? Eddie tanking the DP, sacrificing his life just so Zato can get a small. Yeah, get down, Mr. President.
Oh no, deadly counter hit. That's gonna be at least a lot more damage.
And gets the burst fade.
Oh my days. That's gonna be a lot of damage. And with the super
reset. Yeah, maybe that wave was cognizant of the fact that it wasn't going to kill, so he just went for the reset instead. But now you're back in neutral with Eddie on the table. Never mind, Eddie's gone. He just dies too quickly. Like, I'm about to announce his presence, and he's already gone. Like, catches out the gunflame here. Blocks the overhead. Yep, I got those reaction times. And then he just gives it back, right back at you. And this time, Force Gun does not block it. And that's that wave moving up on winner's side.
And I like seeing it. This is the hometown hero.
Yeah.
From last year, from previous years in general.
Yeah, this is just the Vienna legend himself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
I just want to ask, how's everyone doing? Not only in chat,
in general.
Just in general. How's everyone in the venue? Let me hear some. Noise.
Yeah, you guys still alive?
Exactly.
Yep. But yeah, it's always great to see that wave on the screen. It's always a pleasure, and like, even though Soul's like a very fundamental character, like you see stuff like that with the character, with like the game knowledge of just jumping out of the command grab, taking back the corner just with Volcanic Viper. Like, it's crazy.
You have so many defensive options. Obviously, very much weaker than we have seen previously. The 3-framer 5K, you had the 4-framer. What was it? The 4-framer 5P and the 5-framer 2K. So you had a lot of options to go for in defense.
Definitely.
Slightly less right now, but still.
It's still against Zato though, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. No, but again, if you don't have a DP against Zato, you're kind of cooked on defense. Yeah. That's the rule. That's the rule.
But yeah, I was actually going to say, like you know, I showed before. Like both of these players went top 8 last year. Like this is just testament to how much more stacked this tournament is. Because they met so early in bracket. Like usually, last year these two met at like top 6. Like fighting for 6th. So, all right, looks like we got the Rezel on the screen here.
The Rezler.
The Rezler. I'm not gonna. I was gonna say something, but I'll keep it to myself. Put your Bedman JSs out for the Rezler. That's all I'm saying.
Bedman 6Ps.
Yeah. Rezel's got those. That's Rezel's call to fame, you know.
Oh yeah.
Although against Axel 6P is not the great. You can
sometimes
it's probably better like to fight normals on the ground than it is to actually anti-air. But Bedman 6P is pretty good.
No, obviously. Yes,
I mean, Bedman's air game, like an anti-air game, is very, very strong.
But I'm quite unsure as to which character Rezel would want to pick into this matchup. I'm genuinely... I don't know how his two characters are going to be playing into Axel in general.
I mean, I feel like Rezel's probably just going to go button check with Dizzy and then just pick Bedman. Although I feel like Axel does pretty well into Bedman, right? But
I have no clue.
What I can say, though, is that Rezel is very familiar with this matchup because, we obviously have Shocker in Vienna as well. So Rezel's got a very good training partner who's also, doing super well in this tournament. So you definitely have a very good knowledge of the matchup.
That's true. Wait, Rezel, blink twice if Bedman is losing against Axel.
He said something, but we didn't hear it.
Blink twice if you're kept here against your will.
Nah, he's too locked in.
Nah, he's hella locked.
Oh no, he's actually just saying, "Oh, can we do this stage?" And then the Cypher's like, "No." I've seen that before somewhere. Oh, we got the fist bump. So maybe there's no button check actually. Maybe we're getting mixed.
No clue. We'll see.
Maybe we just didn't see it on the screen. Who knows?
Those who know.
Those who know exactly. Well, we don't know, Clay, even though it's our job to know. So I don't know. We're doing a pretty bad job here right now. But it's fine. We'll know. If we see the EMEA gold burst, we'll know it's a button check.
For sure. But this.
It looks like it's a button check.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That looks like real gameplay
Oh, yeah,
to me.
no, it's just
I just saw
jumping
White Wild
straight
Assault. I just saw White Wild Assault. There's no way Rezo would White Wild Assault in button check, right? Surely.
Surely, right? Oh yeah, but no, that's true actually. White Wall Assault is, like, just the presence of White Wall Assault means that Axel just cannot tornado.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Like, it's you have to watch out. You have to be cognizant of meter anyway in general in this matchup, but especially that burst gauge.
Oh my god, and straight up, speaking of cognizant of meter, Rezo already stacked up 100 tension, and now we're straight back into the offense, and just goes for the cross-up JD, and that kills Boss Cypher.
Exactly. Cypher still got burst though, so...
Yep.
Can take it back. It's always nice to keep it, especially after first round, because like you want to see what your opponent's up to, and like when they like to burst bay, when they like to like reset pressure. But right now, all we really saw was White Wall Assault into like snowball into one like left-right mix, and that's it.
Exactly.
So unfortunately, Bedman does a bit too much damage. Or some people might say it might not be. Actually, maybe it's just the fact that Axel's really squishy. Actually,
Could be, hey.
or both.
Or both. I don't know. Listen, all we're seeing here is top-tier Guilty Gear. One apiece on rounds, and finally that White Wild Assault burst gauge is building back slowly but surely. That means that Rezo has way more options and Axel less, just by the presence of it. Like this tool is so incredibly strong.
It's crazy how it used to be plus. Like I don't know what they were thinking, man. I don't know, man.
Forcing Axel's burst and we're straight back into the neutral. Just sends the Hail Mary.
Doesn't even get punished with White Wild Assault whiff.
It's incredibly difficult to whip punish that if you're not.
These IPs from Rezo though, the defense just jumping into the FD, finally finding a chance here to hit Boss Cypher. Goes for the reset. JD into counter hit, into another reset, into another frame trap here from Rezo. Does this kill? Yeah.
Absolutely does.
Damn.
Raw damage off the wall will stack up real quick. And
Exactly.
as you said, you were talking about the matchup knowledge versus Axel.
Yeah.
Especially because Shocker is also from Austria and they play obviously.
They play each other a lot. In online brackets as well. Like they run into each other.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we can see that.
Exactly.
Like, very confident.
Like Rezo was just so short. Like especially, I think it was the second round. Rezo literally just walked forwards, and then like Rezo just knew that like there was going to be a JS coming out, or like a standing S or something like that. But it looks like we're just getting a controller reset here mid-set. Hopefully nothing too crazy. At least it didn't happen in the game. You know, mid round between games it's fine. But yeah, definitely make sure it doesn't happen during game. But yeah, Rezo already starting out with a nice read, I think, around start. Like, what was Rezo trying to catch here, do you think?
Just a far slash, just anything. It covers so many options. Like, Axel has to really hard call out certain options, especially with Rainwater. It's a decent round start, obviously, but there's always going to be art.
There's going to be risk, yeah, exactly.
Obviously.
But yeah, you obviously have to take a risk, especially when you're game down. Like, you have to change up your risk management a little bit. You can't play it super safe. Like,
Absolutely.
Nice counter. Yeah, forces the burst from Rezo. Doesn't opt for the RC to beta, I guess, but it's fine. Okay, now we got the bed install. Like, this is really scary, and I'm surprised we haven't seen it before, because like Rezo's super good at leveraging the bed install. Like, once that thing goes down, like, oh my god, nice super here, catching the gap here, because Bedman does have quite a lot of gaps in pressure. That's kind of like what the character's designed around, where like you want to give Bedman a little bit of leeway, take those plus frames, but Rezo's sniping Boss Cypher out here, and still taking the lead on the rounds, even though it was looking pretty decent for Boss Cypher a little bit,
Oh yeah, for sure. We're going straight back into the neutral. Rezo very expertly managing to dodge that tornado, but we're straight back into the offense. Rezo, even though that little hiccup with the orange wall, so goes to go for this charge dust. Mad disrespectful, my guy. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's mad disrespectful.
He's gonna do it again now that you said that. You're like, you can't do it. Watch me. Look, reset into charge dust right now. Nah. Oh, that's actually crazy. The deflect shield blocks, but then the arrow code still catches Boss Cypher, unfortunately. But luckily, Rezo didn't get too much off it, and now we're back in neutral. We're back in Axel's preferred spacing normally, but Bedman does have this strong projectile aim.
I was about to say.
And now we got the install as well.
Yep.
Oh, and then Rezo just snipes him out.
Can't do much. Like, genuinely, can't do much when Rezo is in this. Well, first of all, in the zone.
Rezo's in the zone, and he's got the power up, the install. Like, what are you going to do?
Those arrows are just so deadly. Like, even though you try to maybe dash block, try to
Deflect shield, as we saw.
shield,
Like,
yeah,
even though that
absolutely.
was a decent call, because it did give Boss Cypher enough space, you still got clipped, which is very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Oh,
Why Wilder
my
so again
God.
catching mid-string as well, or like mid-block string.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, Rezel does not have White Wall Assault, and that means that a singular burst might just be really good for Axel right now. But in this situation, Rezel has that positive bonus and already 50 tension. We're going to see nice little corner switch position from Axel, and this might just be exactly what you need. And especially with that orange Wall Assault, you can get back some resources that you really, really need.
But speaking of maximum resources, like, Rezel's still got 2 bar. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cypher's got, you know, call the Axel Bomber anti-air, which is super nice. But if Rezel gets out of this, which I think he will. Oh, never mind, never mind. Winter Mantis at the time stop, you're dead. Oh! You called it! You absolutely called it as well.
Nah, is this going to be the taunt to loss?
Please, please don't. Oh, okay, into back row, thank God. Woo! This is why they hid the button check from us.
Yeah.
Because we didn't see Cypher bind the taunt. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Oh my God.
That is insane.
I didn't know. Boss Cypher had that in.
That was the Uda level 4 Shadow because we literally talked about it before. Where like, Axel, please, they need to bind it. He heard us. I think he actually just heard us. But now, yeah, Rezel's gonna have to come back from that situation because that is gonna destroy your men. Like, yeah, Rezel was locked in, but I don't know if that happened to me in the bracket, I would not be playing. Like, seriously. But he's, oh, never mind. Rezel's still confident.
Oh! That's a lot of damage.
That's definitely a bombo. Yeah.
Dead Axel, straight up. I like the showmanship.
Yeah.
I love the showmanship.
Yeah, still final round for Rezel. 10 points.
Oh, what a burst.
Into the corner.
Yup.
Drop the conversion though. Still a reset though. Still in the position. Never mind. White Wilder Soul, absolute peak. Catches him out.
Alright, straight back in the corner. No burst on either side. This just means your raw fundamentals has to be coming in this. Axel has to work. Just
Push through it.
run to this joint. You have to keep the start of a potato. Good stuff. Don't the overhead, but you ain't blocking all of that midnight mix.
And now you're hard knockdown as well. So now, yeah, final interaction potentially for Cypher, but you know, maybe you can keep it on the post. Like, still finally catches out. Oh, the bomb! You hit Bedman, but you still lose? What is this, Season 4 Ramnafall? Absolute cinema.
No. Oh, and he's laughing. I love that.
Honestly, I think Cypher won this set in my heart. He won our hearts with that taunt, honestly. Like, Axel players, you know, they might lose the set, but they'll win the crowd.
What is my pro player doing?
Rezel, I'm watching your stream. You're getting taunted.
Oh my God.
I wish we got like a player cam after that taunt. Like,
Nah, bro.
that is actually crazy.
That's hashtag my pro player.
Yeah, that's my goat.
That's the hashtag go.
See, you were saying before that like we haven't seen much of Boss Cypher, but now I'm a fan. I'm a
no,
huge fan now.
100%.
I just became a fan. Like,
Yo, listen, Boss Cypher, I need to see you more in these
yeah,
tournaments.
we need to see you in online brackets as well. If
That's true.
Cypher's doing this offline, just imagine what you'd be doing online. You know, that's what I'm saying.
That's true. Oh my God. I don't know. I keep saying we have the best ahead of us, but like after that, I don't know what's stopping.
We just
that.
get surprised. Like the best is already here. Like we got the grudge match from last year as well, like super early.
that's
Now we
true.
got absolute aura farming on stream. Like what is it? Yeah, absolute cinema. Yeah, it's actually insane.
Oh my God. But the actual grudge match, I do want to see Rezel versus that wave.
Oh yeah,
That's the
that is the
grudge match I
rematch. That is the run back,
Yup.
and it's looking more likely.
Yep. And we're hearing from the background text that we're going to be having a short little break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Exactly.